Cool. You
right, buddy?
Yeah. I'm really tired. I'm really, really tired.
Really tired. Really tired.
There's
3 hours and
left
47 minutes
of this stream.
In the next 3 hours and 47 minutes, I'm either going bold or we've made £3,000 for Pots UK charity in 24 hours. Which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, could we get another coffee?
Another round of coffees?
Another round of coffees.
Another round of coffees.
Thank you. Can I also get a glass of water as well, please?
Coffee. Coffee and maybe just water refill. That'd be lovely if you don't mind. Right. I've put my bottle, and this is Jamie's glass.
I will rally.
Mugs.
I will rally.
Oh, there's coffee in here, but I guess it's gone cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at you, complaining you've gone tired. You didn't even finish yet. Didn't even finish.
I ran out of water, and then I was just getting really dehydrated. I was desiccating in the chair. Okay,
defecating in the chair.
I was defecating in the chair. So, we are in the final stretch. We are in the last 4 hours of the stream.
Man.
We are so close to the end. We've come really, really far. Thank you, everybody who has donated and been with us for almost all of, if not all of this, or just everyone who's been around for any of it.
Hype and energy.
There is still time to donate. Our current goal is £3,000, and if we hit that, that would be the most amazing thing if we managed to hit £3,000. That's so far exceeded our expectations.
3 times more than the money we didn't think we'd make.
Exactly. It's incredible, and it's definitely going to make a massive difference. You can donate at the link below. There's also a QR code that you can scan if you want to, or there's a link in chat from the command that Ray just posted. Oh no, actually, sorry, it was Maddie that posted it. Yeah, you can go donate there. Pots is a charity that's near. Pots UK is a charity that's near and dear to my heart, because my partner Laura suffers from POTS. It's a under-researched and underdiagnosed condition which can just massively affect the relationships in your life, your work life. It causes fatigue, it causes fainting, and the website in particular, the Pots UK website, has been super helpful in getting a lot of information for us. Please continue to donate. Every little helps, and it's really lovely of you. Even if we don't meet the £3,000 goal, everything is good. Yeah, we'll have one last final push for the last few hours. So what we've got coming up is over the next 3/4 of an hour, we're going to finish off our sort of last remaining donation incentives that we need to finish, and then at midday, Vicky will be arriving, hopefully bringing lunch, and then we will be entering the Tudor Zone with Henry VIII's lunchtime wife hunt, and then in the last hour of the stream, we will be performing the closing ceremony. And we did talk about changing, but actually, if there's going to be a lot of head shaving and beard shaving, maybe we should stay in these clothes.
Let's lose all our hair while dressed as fine gentlemen.
And then we can change after that. And basically, the last hour is for celebrating and enjoying ourselves.
Right.
Not that we haven't enjoyed ourselves up this far.
Oh, sorry, it's just me drumming my fingers.
Navi has donated £5. Thank you so much.
Navi, thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you
Every
very much.
little bit means a huge amount at this stage.
Yeah.
Because if we finish this and we are but mere pennies away from our goal, the difference between someone giving £5, £2, any amount of money now or later is life or death for my hair. Mary is pleading in chat. Mary needs me to keep my hair. Do you understand? Guys, this isn't about hair. It's about love.
No, it's about Pots UK. It's about donating to Pots UK.
It's about Pots UK and love.
Right, I'm gonna have a quick loo break, and then let's get singing, dancing, tattooing, all that
Oh,
jazz.
how many bloody redemptions have we saved up now?
Mm,
Anonymous
not that
donated.
many.
We haven't
We've
got
got.
a we haven't got a number.
It's mostly it's mostly compliments. Um,
Ugh. What number?
right.
What's your number?
I'll go back.
Eh, donate. What's your number?
Not
Yeah.
come through yet.
Just trying to see if the widget updates. Oh my lord, how are we doing, chat? Have you all slept well? Ah! Don't say yes. I don't want to believe that anyone slept last night. I want to believe that the whole world is with us in the sleep deprivation, in the suffering, in the pain. Gender Master, you've not slept. What time? Yeah, what time is it over where you are, GM, at the moment? Is it the early morning now for you? Like, is it past midnight? I've not really got a concept of if the time is forwards or backwards. I think backwards. I think you'd be hours behind us, but I don't know how many hours behind us. How long am I gonna sleep after this? It's 3:15 a.m. Yeah, GM, that's serious. Well done. It's Sunday morning. It's Sunday morning. Well, what I will say is, if at any moment you feel that you can sleep, please do. Please do not push yourself beyond your limits for our sake. You're playing Tears of the Kingdom. Well then, you're fine. You're fine. We talked about this earlier. I played enough Tears of the Kingdom to appreciate why you would play Tears of the Kingdom this late into the morning. I'm with you on that one. Cookie Cooler Box. How long am I going to sleep after this, Jonas? I've got a plan. I'm going to go back to the Airbnb and I'm going to like nap, which means I don't want to sleep through till Monday. That's what I don't want to do. I want to nap just so I kick myself with a bit of energy and then wake up this Sunday afternoon / evening, like maybe like 6-7 p.m. and go have dinner and then go to bed. So go out, have dinner, come home, and then go to bed just to kind of kick my body into a normal, like, right, it's 10 p.m., it's bedtime, I'm tired, I sleep through to the morning, and then I hopefully get up in the morning. I'll still have a little bit of sleep debt, but I'm hoping I'll be functional. Like, just a little bit functional, you know? I don't know what that will actually look like. I don't know if I will be capable of being woken up once I have fallen asleep after the stream.
Strategic seeping.
Strategic
Oh
seeping.
no.
Oh, who is seeping strategically? Oh no, put your liquids in. Don't seep anywhere.
So we got an anonymous donation that was bugged. It's a 0. So
I'm guessing it must have been Ant because Ant's just said I choose a robot tattoo.
okay, we'll give Ant a robot tattoo. Because I'm pretty sure that we had a donation from Ant a while back, and we've had some anonymous donations which have bugged out a bit. But we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, we'll do a robot tattoo for Ant. So
Okay, so
it's been consistently Ant is going wrong for. Okay, all right. Well, Ant, I don't know what's up with your just giving, but we really appreciate you continuing to try, and to try and find a way to give us money.
yeah.
So thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Ant. Much appreciated.
Uh, oh, Fairy just shouting from the kitchen.
Yeah, screams and
Everything's
shouts.
gone wrong. Yeah, please keep donating. We are going to do the things we need to do for this. So what do we need to get through? We've got a tattoo of I love Mabel on a dog biscuit, and a tattoo of a robot. You gave it 9:15. Now annoyingly, so that would be about 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's the anonymous £50 one then. Is that?
I think that would have been Ant, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Should we draw on each other or should we rewind?
Or is it the £2 before that? Oh yeah, it was the anonymous £50 one. Excellent. Okay, well you've definitely earned yourself a robot then. Cool. Cool. Okay. So sorry, what was that, Sergio?
Are we do we want to rewind or we want to do incentives? Because we've done a lot of faff.
We got to do the incentives. We got to
Okay.
do these incentives.
So what shall I draw on you?
Yes. So you're drawing.
I love Mabel on a dog biscuit.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
I'm doing a robot.
Give me. Where's left? Yeah, up here.
Right, massive dog biscuits, which means it.
You do everything really big.
Yeah, because you've got so much to give. And also, I'm a bad artist, so I can't do. And look, this pen doesn't do fine art, all right? It's really hard to write with this pen. I'm gonna do a heart. Heart. God, this is really bad. M-A.
Is there a Y in Mabel? I should know this.
No.
May.
Thank you very.
Show me spelling. Oh, you took the spelling away. Ah.
Mabel.
Thank you.
E-L.
Alright, you heart Mabel.
Okay, thank you.
And then you got to draw a
And
robot.
all of yours so big.
Yeah. We're celebrating. Right, and then a robot somewhere on me. I mean, anywhere, leg, arms, you pick. I got a lot of space because yours are tiny.
Yeah, because
Tiny and
was
weak.
the point.
Well, you have a pen. You have a little pencil. I have this fucking brush stroke.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at it before you insult it.
Okay, that's fine.
Talking shit about that.
No.
Yeah.
Right, I'm getting a robot. The humans are dead.
We should compliment each other.
James. What have I got left? James, I like that you I like that you. I like that you. I like. I just like your vibes, man. You always just got, oh man, like your vibe.
I think you're a pretty rude dude, and I like that attitude.
Okay, cool. That's one each.
That's
done.
one down.
Yeah.
Yep, cool. So we've got 4 more to do.
Jamie, I'm a big fan of your silhouette.
Yeah, 5 more to do.
We've got 5 more to do. Okay.
Yeah, he's probably got another one somewhere.
Big fan of my silhouette.
Your silhouette is just really good. Yeah.
Cool. I'm a big fan of. I reckon if you really put your mind to it, you could learn like shadow puppets really well.
And you like that?
I like that. Yeah, you have that potential within
Compliment.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I liked I like the little Christmas animation that you did at work that I got to voice.
Oh
That's
yeah.
fun.
I like that you voiced that. You have an excellent voiceover voice. It's really really good. And everyone that hears it is wowed.
I like your muscle definition. It's just great. So spicy. I'm just looking for things to say. Okay.
And I like how cuddly you are.
Oh dear. James, I like that you've really took it on the took it on the chin when they came to the glitter. Liked your attitude to that glitter. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Thank
You just
you.
accepted it.
I like that you seem to really genuinely be willing to go along with the head shaving.
Yeah. Looking at that number. I mean, the plan was always to go through with it,
Yeah.
but it was Gender Meowster sort of also suggesting, well, could there be an out?
Do you think it's worse now that there's hope that it could go away?
Yes. Oh yes.
Back when it was an inevitability, it didn't matter, but now there's a possibility that people might save you.
Yeah, yeah. And if they don't,
I mean, you could put in £700
I could put in.
or 650 quid.
Ooh, I could put in a lot of money that I definitely can't afford. Ooh, I could. Yeah.
You could get it close, and then someone else could tip it over the edge.
It's but then it doesn't. I don't think it feels genuine if I'm like, come on.
I don't think Pots UK are going to care.
Yeah, I guess it's money. I guess money is money, right? Money.
I think they'll get their money, and then they'll go, hold on, we can't have this £300.
What if I get it near the edge, and it still doesn't, and so I put in the 24 hours and money that I don't have.
I mean,
Where's the compliment?
we had a different conversation.
We lost the compliment.
I think oh my God, Tired shaving Jonas, Wired shaving Aurora. Oh my God. Aurora cannot consent to us shaving her. Oh my
Pots UK
God.
can.
Pots UK, we can shave everyone who works at Pots UK. That's our next goal is to shave everyone at Pots UK.
It's for charity. It's for charity.
I
For a good cause.
I like the way you move.
Okay. I like your laugh. You've got a good iconic Jamie laugh.
Thank you.
Tends to set me off the giggles.
I like that. What do I like?
There's nothing left. We wondered where the limit was. It's here.
I really like that you're quite tidy. I don't feel filthy around you.
Thanks.
You don't disgust me, Jonas, and I like that about you.
Do you give that compliment to the rest of your friends? Because if you don't, I'm automatically thinking that
normally
disgust
I
you.
don't have to get this far down.
Normally I don't have to. Yeah. Jamie, I like the location in London that you live in. You picked a good location.
Thank you.
It's nice.
Thank you. All right, we still need from Rick a song, a dance, and a tattoo inspiration. So if Rick is around, you can get them. If we get to the finale hour, we'll just make it up ourselves. I need to paint my nails pink. Okay.
And then does that mean my other hand needs to be painted as well?
Yeah.
Right.
Can we do another poll for Jonas's hand?
So Jamie.
Oh, been back. Yeah.
Year 1.
Year 1. Okay.
Well, you paint your nails. Year 1.
So, we're gonna do a little section called the ultimate randomizer. In our normal podcast, we randomly pick something.
Nope.
Good thing it's a big chunky case.
So
isn't it?
sleepy.
Normally
turn it around.
we do a thing where we randomly pick a movie from Netflix that we have to watch, and it's almost always awful. And this time, instead of leaving it up to the whims of fate, we left it up to the whims of Laura, who attempted to find us. I've been echoing. Okay, sorry. So can we quickly stop the stream and start it up again?
Yes. Everyone, we will be back in moments.
Hopefully we're live again, and hopefully the echo's gone.
And we're back in the room.
We're back in the room. Am I still echoing? Sorry for all the rustling. Hopefully you can hear and see us. We sound better. Great. I don't know what that is. I think that's just like after a certain amount of time, OBS just basically
Freaks out.
Freaks out, gives up the ghost.
Right. So Jamie, you're gonna pink your nails. Yeah.
I'm gonna pink my nail. I'm gonna pinku ninku my nails.
And we're gonna talk about year one, lest our sacrifice and Laura's hard work be in vain.
Yeah. So year one. So we do the randomizer at the end of all our podcasts, and this is where we randomly pick something from Netflix to watch, and it's almost always awful. But this time, oh my god, the fumes from that. This time, we instead of using a randomizer, Laura very helpfully picked us out a movie she felt would be particularly bad. So she selected for us the movie Year One, and she was nice enough to also watch it with me, so I didn't have to suffer alone. But Jonas and I, we've both watched Year One. Do you want to give a description of the movie Year One?
Jack Black and Michael Cera are cavemen or Neanderthals or not human beings that live in the forest with huts and furs and hunting, and then through their own incompetence and bad humor they are kicked out and they discover like the Romans or something, and then a bunch of comedy leads them through situations where they end up in like a Roman city, and the whole time Jack Black is trying to fuck everyone, and the whole time Michael Cera is trying to bang a particular person, and they keep having coincidental bumping into each other, and Jack Black tries to charisma
This is
his
the
way
most
through every
monotone
single.
I've ever heard you be.
Jack Black tries to charisma his way through every single situation. It's not his fault, and Michael Cera is Michael Cera the whole time. And eventually the film ends. Did I do a good job?
So,
How much do you need me to go into more detail?
no, I don't need to go.
I don't know that I have the vocabulary to explain what happens in that film accurately.
So basically, it's a weird comedy about two cavemen who sort of travel through biblical history. And I've really fucked up these nails, but that's fine.
Right.
Can I
Is it
just-
my?
I don't know what color you're getting.
I think I'm getting pink from the votes.
You're getting pink as well.
I mean, it looks like it's going to go pink unless people vote not pink. I think people are going pink though.
All right. Pink it is. So yeah. So basically, like, there's so many problems with this movie with Year One. It's like I described it to Laura early on as this feels like the joke movies that are in other shows. Like if you watch like The Office and they're watching a joke movie, that's what this movie feels like. It like a large part of the beginning feels just like unconnected jokes with no kind of like throughput, no sort of like reason for why they are in any one place. Occasionally, there's some like reasonably funny gags, like Cain and Abel, and Cain just like bashing the shit out of Abel with a rock, and then keep saying like, "Oh, what have I done? Oh, what do I continue to do?" That was kind of funny, but the majority of it is just like quite intensely sort of homophobic and misogynistic in that way that sort of those early 2000 movie like comedies often were. You know, it's things like Michael Cera's love interest. I mean, Jonas, what can you name? What facts can you name about Michael Cera's love interest in that movie?
Lady,
Yeah,
blonde,
yeah.
brother of Jack Black's character. Not that you would know that apart from the one time it's mentioned at the beginning of the film.
It's mentioned once at the beginning and once at the end.
Sorry,
And when it's
sister of Jack Black's character.
and when it's mentioned at the end, it feels like a shock because you completely forgot it happened. Also, Fairy's just donated £50. Thank you very much, Fairy.
Oh, fairy.
Fairy requests a face tattoo.
So who had his turn it is?
Well, it would be mine, but you have to tell me what it is you want as the tattoo.
Jonas's face.
Jonas's face on my face.
I can't draw my face on his
The
face.
problem is Jonas draws everything massive.
Look, stop blaming me and blame the pen for once.
Would you settle for Jamie's face on James's face?
Can you put this down?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can draw my face on Jonas's face.
On the face, I wouldn't do it on the face, but yeah, look.
I thought that's what you meant.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted the other.
Oh well, I don't mind Jonas drawing a massive version of his face somewhere on my body. It's just he would take up basically my entire face if he drew it with that pen.
I
That might be a little bit.
I have.
funny considering he's writing in black.
yeah.
It's absolutely fine. He's writing on me in white, so it's actually fair game.
All right. Well, Jonas, you're drawing your own face on me somewhere then.
Right, I've just got to wait for my nails to dry.
Yeah. We'll get to it. We will very much get to it. So this character, the Michael Cera's love interest in this movie, she basically, her character traits are that she's female and that she likes hunters and that Michael Cera is a gatherer, so she doesn't like Michael Cera. And that is, and she's Jack Black's sister, but that's only mentioned once at the beginning and once at the end. And that is it. And throughout the movie, you keep seeing scenes where Michael Cera and her meet, and they don't, learn about each other. Maddie's just donated £50. Thank you so much, Maddie.
Maddie!
Thank you very much.
Oh my god, my hair might
donations, they
get
keep
close to
rolling
being
in.
saved. There's
We're
a chance.
2,402.
There's a chance.
Keep going, guys. You can save his beautiful locks.
Oh my
I would
lord.
save his hair, by the way.
I know you're not. I know you're not. We actually stand a chance, chat.
But yeah, so like this character, she basically towards they go through the movie, and they never they never have any sort of learning. Like she doesn't ever they never have a moment where they sort of learn like things that they like about each other. Like genuinely, she just seems to go through the whole movie resenting him. And then in the final scene, in the final like climactic scene, I guess before like the little epilogue bit, he punches a woman and she loves that. And that's it. She becomes his prize for the movie. And it feels just sort of like weirdly bleak that there are no female characters in the movie that have any like personality traits established in any way at all.
Yeah.
It's like quite intensely kind of, I think bleak is the only word for it. It's like these women are as much props as you could possibly be a prop in a movie without physically just being a statue.
Yeah, and it's it's especially bleak, right? To just comedy films often do this where they send the message where it's like, look, if you insist that you like a woman for a really long time throughout the entire story plot, and you keep insisting that woman is right for you, don't worry, guys. You'll get her in the end. Like comedy films do that all the fucking time, and it's just never like good.
I think the big thing is that sometimes these shitty comedies will sort of make an effort to be we'll make an effort at least to be like, oh, they found one thing in common or something, right? Like, oh, they learned that they liked a specific song together and that brought them together or something. In this, there's nothing. Like, she's totally devoid of any kind of connection to him.
Wrong. They like staying alive, actually.
Yes, I guess they like staying alive.
They fight for their life, kind of.
They do fight themselves into a bit of a corner in the movie in that they establish they sort of because everything, the whole like concept of who they are and like where they are and everything is so surface level that like they can't really give them any hobbies other than like hunting and gathering.
Yeah.
So they can't really basically be like oh yeah, I'm into this band or this book or whatever. That's just like
no, let's not draw attention to it. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. No, I want that.
No.
It's got hot coffee in it. Leave that alone.
Tell you what, I'll help Maddie. Here you go. We'll help clean up it because the reason why there's so much activity is because we've got our final guest of the our final guest of the stream
in the venue.
In the venue. So in probably like Well, her slot's in 15 minutes, but she may end up coming down earlier. Vicky will be here for whatever the fuck Henry VIII's lunchtime wife hunt is.
Whatever the fuck it is.
So
I give a bin bag.
Do any nails?
we've done our nails.
Oh, well done.
Thank you.
Very efficient. You've got efficient on that.
Yeah, we've done everything. Luckily, this last 3 hours have coincided with a little bit of an up period for me.
Mine and the coffee.
Well, I think it's almost certainly the coffee. Yeah.
Oh god, I got coffee in front of me. Yeah, I'm about to have my up period.
What the fuck?
I have a coffee in front of me. I'm about to have my up period, is what I was trying to say.
Oh.
But I just said it really weird.
Are we taking a day off tomorrow? Absolutely.
Yes,
we're
we
taking
took
a day
tomorrow off work.
Tomorrow's my birthday, so I get it off
Oh,
work for free.
Birthday boy.
They don't even want me in.
I like that you get it off for free, but any other job would just give you an extra day's annual leave.
Yep.
I always find that a bit of a cop out when a job is like, or business is like, we give you your birthday off. It's like, well, no, just give me another day off that I pick when I want it off.
Yep. This has been a conversation. But yeah, so yes, we both have tomorrow off. Jonas earlier was explaining his plan for like shifting the sleep pattern back. So after this we have a few hours nap, then wake up and then attempt to stay up till like a normal bedtime and then go to bed and like try and reset that way. I mean, as the person who does shift patterns, you are the person I'm probably most likely to listen to on that. That idea.
So this is a good plan.
Yeah.
Once he went off from the nap.
Yeah, I may never wake up,
Um,
especially if I lose all the hair.
I don't know how well you can hear Ferry over there, but he was basically agreeing with the Jonas's excellent shift switching pattern, like jet lag. Basically, yeah, that's what we've done. We've jet lagged ourselves.
I'm gonna try and fix my body with anti-jet lag.
Anti-jet lag. But yeah, so thank you. So what incentives have we got left then? So both Maddie and Fairy should have a tattoo idea. Fairy wants the other person's face on them. Maddie, what's yours?
Cat, please.
A cat. Okay, so a cat for Maddie. Could someone put it on the docs so that we remember it when we get to it? Red Rouge. My parents successfully convinced me that fruit stopped jet lag, though I now realise it was lies to make me eat fruit. Amazing.
I'll eat fruit if it stops jet lag.
I don't think it does. I think that was sort of the part of the story.
Jamie,
Yeah.
how many years ago does it feel like we closed our eyes and ate mysterious cubes of meat? Like, not meat, food.
That feels like hundreds and hundreds of years.
That feels
ago.
like a really long time ago.
Genuinely, it feels like hundreds of years ago that I was like handling pickled beetroot, and I was like, what in the fuck is this? What have I been given? I'm actually really glad we did that at the beginning, because I really think that like eating the raw mushroom, eating the pickled beetroot, that might have just like straight up just ended me at this point.
I think you would have just stood up and said, "I've had enough.
I've had enough. I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I every time I look in the mirror when I go to the loo, I feel like I'm just I've like left a Kesha concert. Like I'm just covered in glitter and like pen, and like my nails are painted. It like in my tired state, I occasionally look at my own hands and arms and think I'm looking at someone else's hands and arms because the nails are painted and I'm covered in what
Yeah.
at first glance
Who
looks like
did
tattoos.
this? Yeah.
Think we're going to make it till 3. I think we're going to make it till 3. We're basically there. We've only got the last 3 hours.
Yeah. It's basically going to be 3 o'clock and 2 minutes. or
We've
something.
done nearly 21 hours, right? It would be like I cannot imagine not doing the last 3 hours now at this point. Apart from anything, because we need to get that last £548 to stop Jonas's head being shaved.
And if we can raise another $1,000 beyond that, we'll crack eggs on your head.
Yeah.
That seems achievable. That seems likely at this stage, right?
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. Yeah.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing the audience have all obviously left big pots of savings for the end of the stream
Yeah.
that they're going to unleash upon us like bags of gold upon the streets of Assassin's Creed.
You fully raided your piggy banks before this point. We've got 11 minutes. We can quickly do some drawings. You want to draw a face on me?
Okay. Sorry, just having a sip of the coffee. A sip of the
Sippity coffee.
coffee. Oh, the mug says in a love heart, I tolerate you. Thanks,
Yeah.
mug.
Philly
Right.
says, if I had the money to save your hair, you'd have
I'm
it
going for
all.
your knee.
Oh, okay.
Yep. My face is going on your
My
knee.
legs are quite hairy, so you have a bit of trouble with this. But
Oh dear. Sorry, I'm trying to get down and I'm gonna knock things. All right. What's going on over there?
Considering his knees are hairy.
These are. Right. What do I look like? Let's do a big smile. And then let's do a little nose on the kneecap. And then we get an eyeball. And we get an eyeball. And what's important is that you get the big square frame glasses. And that goes back. And then you need the dreadlocks, which is really hard to do with this pen. It's really hard to do.
yeah. The
I think it's drying out, but
the incentives, the donate the donate one. Off the top of my head, I basically haven't been handling any of the social media for this. But if people have links and stuff to the images, please post around. Get us over that last goal at the end. That would be amazing.
yeah. And at some point, someone was saying we should take a picture of all the tattoos we've got and everything we've done up to this point.
We absolutely
and
will.
have like a gallery of
We
the
will do.
fuckery.
All right.
Massive space there, I think.
Yeah, I'll do kitty cat.
Kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat. Meow, meow, meow. What is the personality of the cat you're drawing?
Haunted, as you can tell by the
By the hollow white eyes.
hollow white eyes.
I like the Jonas I've drawn on your knee. Can I just say that?
You can say that.
Do I have to compliment you at any point?
Yeah, technically we do need 2 more compliments.
Oh, fuck off. Okay. James, I like that you're a big coffee fan, but you also recognise that the intake of caffeine is bad for you. So you still like decide to drink decaf coffee. I think that shows like a real dedication to the art of coffee.
Yeah.
You know, rather than just giving it up entirely and just having a substitute drink.
Yeah. Although I have had a lot of caffeine at the moment.
I mean, for this stream in particular, yes. But
Um,
in general, I know you.
I like that you I like that you know yourself. You really are a whole human being.
What? You like that I know myself? I really am a whole human being.
Yeah. Yeah. Body, mind, soul, all connected.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I can't refute it. Jamie, I really like how when I started criticizing how many icons you have on your taskbar and icons you have on your desktop, you politely identified at least one icon you could remove from your taskbar immediately.
Yeah.
You were very responsive to criticism.
Yeah.
But you actioned it immediately. How well done.
And Jonas, I like those wristbands you got on. They're really nice. They're really cool.
Just trying to accessorize, you know.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Trying to have a bit of personality.
Really accessorized. Twitter is still balked. That's amazing. It basically balked when we started this 24-hour podcast stream, like basically just as we started.
I mean, it's basically been fucked since Elon Musk bought it, didn't it?
Well, apparently it's like fully gone into meltdown.
Yeah,
today.
I understand.
Yeah.
It's been heavy fucked.
Yeah.
Apparently it's dosing itself.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's really good.
Some lot of technical guys from which I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because it's like the only social media network that we actually have set up is all via Twitter.
Yeah,
or-
we were mostly doing all of the promotions via Twitter, a little bit via Discord, but mostly through Twitter. Yeah, it's been difficult.
Yeah, probably no one can. You can tweet out, but probably no one's reading it.
Okay, fair
Right.
enough.
I have been tweeting, but yeah, okay.
Well, anyway, we like I think
Don't listen to them. It's not for us to know.
cool. Okay. It's balked intentionally. Muskrat has limited people's Twitters to only viewing 600 a day. Oh, I see. Okay, so people immediately hit their limit, and then they're like done. Oh, great. Well, that's excellent.
Apparently going up to 800.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, I look forward to just uninstalling that in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah. Reddit, Twitter, all of these things going.
Gone immediately. Yeah. Oh, well, we are 3 hours and
Very-
5
the mics
minutes.
pick up a lot of the room. Keep down a little bit, just because it's going to get a bit cross-talky.
Right.
Cool.
Well, you guys go sort out whatever. We don't need a tech team. We're self-sufficient. We're 3 hours and 5 minutes away from the end of the podcast. I'm pretty sure we don't have anything interesting happening before then, do we? There's no guests. There's definitely not any guests that are about to burst into this room and do something entirely fucking weird.
I think they're setting up now. I think we're going to have our final guest of the stream. Gender Meow said they did a tweet if we'd like to boost it, but I don't know if any of our Twitters can. So if you can, please boost that tweet, but we have no idea if that's going to be possible. I think there seems to be a lot of activity and panic. So I think we're nearing our final guest of the day. I'm just sharing to Discord. My other tweets aren't getting much traction. Fair enough. Who'd have thought we'd be saved from the curse of social media toxicity by billionaires acting out of greed and narcissism? Man, I mean, like, Reddit is. I've already basically Reddit basically died yesterday for me when Reddit is Fun died, and now it sounds like Twitter's basically gonna just like dunk itself into the grave. I have an account on Blue Sky, the one that's like invite only, but like
I don't know what that is.
it's basically invite only Twitter at the moment. It's like in beta.
Okay.
They're trying to remake Twitter, but not with Elon Musk. And it's basically because there's only like a very small group of people there. There's like nothing happening on that one.
Sure, yeah.
Oh.
Announcing King Henry VIII. Right, what's going on here? Right,
Oh.
Seems like some kind of nonsense that's been going on.
Oh.
Hello.
My king.
Are you not rising for your king?
Oh,
Yes,
sorry,
of course,
absolutely.
yes, king. My liege.
Thank
Of
you.
course.
Appropriate bowing, please.
Yes,
Bows,
no, of
great
course,
bows.
of course.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, my lord.
Goodness me, you just
good to
can't
see
get
you.
the supplicants these days.
Ah,
One more.
praise you, my lord.
Very good, be seated. I'm
Praise you, my lord.
satisfied.
Excellent glasses, my lord.
Thank you very much. I need them to see beyond my face. Not the executioner's act a moment longer. Boys, I
Oh.
think you're in need of a little bit of a boost before your final couple of hours of this.
My lord, an accurate assessment.
Well, I don't care what you want. It's about what I want. And what I want is wives. So,
Yes.
I'm here to make you two my wives. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah,
Unless...
us two.
Yes, you two.
My liege,
Yes.
you might need the microphone like about this far away from your mouth most of the time if you're going to be heard properly.
I don't care for your microphones. I care for wives. Right, I'm going to set this up now, and then you're going to become my wives.
Okay, all right. I'm
Also,
excited.
how are you? But mostly be my wife.
I'm incredibly tired, and you could tell me to be anything, and I would be that.
I feel you have entered with the right amount of authority to show that there is no negotiation here. It's good to see you. Good to see you, my liege.
Good to see you.
my liege.
Good to see you. Yes, absolutely. Lovely to see you. Be my wives. Right. I've got 2 character sheets for you. If you're going to be my wives, I need to know a little bit about you.
I
So,
see.
I've made my own system because I'm the king.
Okay, all
So,
right.
Of course.
You each have a character sheet for my lunchtime wife escape. Ha,
Okay.
The idea of a wife escaping. So you must fill out, among
Hilarious,
other
my lord.
things,
This
and
is
some pens for
an
you.
absolute feast fit for a king.
Thank you.
Look at this! Look at this!
Thank you. Well, the merchants down in the marketplace were most agreeable once they found out I was their king, and I threatened to make them all my wives. So fill out your name. We have 4 skills for a Tudor wife. We have huntswoman, which is how good you are at the physical stuff. We have courtly tactics, which is how good you are at the social stuff. We have Holbein's muse, that's how fit you are. And we have governess's favourite, that is how intellectual you are. So how well read you are. So you have 20 skill points. Please assign them along your 4 skills. And don't assign them just in any way. Assign them as little boxes, and it'll all become clear later.
I see, my lord.
I don't think I've ever received shell shock from a role playing system.
Well, you're clearly not going to be that much of a courtly tactician then.
No, I don't think so. I think that so courtly tacticians is social.
Yes.
Governess's favourite is intellect.
Yes. Because you've learnt well from your governess.
Holbein's muse is appearance.
Yes, because he only draws the fit birds.
And an huntswoman is physical.
Yes.
Okay, I've got 20 points.
You have 20 points.
I'm going to put 10 into appearance.
Dear servants, is there somewhere I could power my
yes,
book?
my lord. Yes, my lord.
Thank
Right
you.
at my feet, my lord. Right.
Excellent, at your feet. Good. Very good. You also have a think about your unique talent. So every one of my wives has a unique talent. They might be good at needlework or being beheaded. So I'd like you to choose your unique talent, something along the lines of something that might give you a +2 bonus to a roll. So this is a D20 system, and it has not been play tested.
That is fine. We have lots of dice as well.
Oh,
if we need more
wonderful,
dice.
wonderful. Well, please
Got
feel
100
free.
Tons and tons of dice.
Excellent. Well, that is a relief.
Just finished my caffeinated drink, my lord.
Very well. Don't get too cocky. All right. All right. So what are you thinking? And then we've got a unique talent, and then you can just fill out your age. This one is aged 69 nice. Not sure if you're familiar with that concept. And then background and traits.
If this system has not been play tested, I'm about to really push it to its fucking limits.
How many points are you putting under Holbein's muse?
I put 15 points under Holbein's muse.
Fine by me.
I have 3 under Huntswoman and 1 under the other 2 skills.
Fine by me. So I think I should probably mention as part of this game that those bonuses also act as your hit points in those areas. So you can't change it now. But essentially there are 4 different types of challenge that you might face through our
Right.
adventure. And each of those attacks might deplete your hit points in one of your 4 skills. So, for example, if you put 15 points in Holbein's muse, if anyone tries to make it seem like you're not a hottie, they're going to have a long time, a long road
They're going to
ahead.
have to really chip away at me.
However, if anyone calls you dumb, almost everyone will immediately go, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Absolutely. Obviously. Okay.
Think about a unique talent.
My unique talent. What kind of thing would my unique talent be? Lady Jane of the House Willis is going to be a beautiful corpse being propped up by a broomstick.
She was queen for 9 days, wasn't she? Lady Jane of the House Willis. Beheaded by Mary.
This segment is called Welcome to the Playtest.
It is. I did not realise that all of our courtiers could comment. Good to see you. Hello. It's a really good setup. I'm sorry you can't see it, but it's a very good setup. I like it.
Yeah, we can also see ourselves up there. It's
Oh,
lovely.
very.
And
yes,
also,
very good.
if you should so need so, my lord, you can order your I guess other courtiers with more technical acumen to do polls for you. If you
Oh,
want.
excellent. I actually would love that.
With up to 5 options, you can
Oh.
give them polls.
Oh,
So,
courtiers.
and then
before any of that, could I have a courtier to set me up on the Wi-Fi, please?
Oh yes.
Right.
Can
Does
someone
anyone know
give
Yes,
the
Wi-Fi
yes,
Wi-Fi
yes,
code?
password?
yes, my lord, yes, my lord, yes, my lord.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yes, my
Very
lord.
good.
You'll find that the code is available just in this small bit of writing right below the QR code.
Wonderful, thank you.
Why I
and
can't make it
This
bigger, I
is
don't
some
know.
kind of cipher, I take it.
yes, some kind of complex code, not a revolutionary code. I hope.
When one has served in this country long enough, you come to understand my lord's terms. When he says HP, he means how many swings of the axe until you are beheaded and such.
Precisely. It's
He's
a
gone
lot.
for an eminently reasonable, sensible.
I've decided
outlay of
to
skills.
try and counter you with a slightly more all-rounded character.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Perfect. And what have you considered for your unique talents?
So it's a unique talent that gives us a bonus to something.
Yes,
But
yes.
it could be anything.
It could
right?
be anything you want. You could
Okay.
even sneeze and then your ears turn you into an egg. If you really want.
I see.
Yes, of
I've
course.
gone far too close to the ground.
Oh, that's fine. That's
no.
fine.
I'm going to. What could I do? Does this mean now that Laura is god of the Church of England instead of Rome now?
Yes, it does. I feel confident making that theological statement.
Did you ever hear Laura's voice of God when you were watching?
Of course I heard the voice
Absolutely.
of God. That's why I was moved to leave the Pope. I
Of
started all this a
course, of
devout
course.
Catholic married to Catherine of Aragon, and look at me now.
Okay. I can talk to ghosts.
Great. That's... Are you sure you want that to be your skill?
Yeah.
Incredible. Thank you, courtier. That's excellent.
I can talk to ghosts. I'm a beautiful mad woman.
Amazing.
And I.
Jamina Havisham.
I will be. I am Lady Spooky Bottom. I'm Lady Spooky Bottom.
This is good. This is good.
Lady Spooky Bottom of the Devonshire Spooky Bottoms.
It's of the Devonshire Spooky Bottoms.
My lord,
Those are for you. I know you like them.
my lord, would this adventure be particularly? Are there any restricted age limits? Any minors? Should we reject minors in this adventure?
Yes, I think so. I will
Yes.
not marry anybody under the age of 18,
Fine.
regardless of my actual history.
I see, I
For
see.
this context, while I am me, I will marry nobody under the age of 18.
Okay, excellent.
I see.
All right. In which case, I am.
Don't worry, my magic tome is starting up BBC News with all its might.
I am 52.
52 nice.
What does traits mean?
So traits are things that might not have a mechanical benefit, but might benefit you, just help you shape your character. So, for example, the traits of Tudor Lady here are cunning, extremely hot. But you could
Right.
have really any traits,
Okay.
and you might as well put them down. Just
I
a
mean-
little
I
bit
mean-
of fun, really.
I'm clearly extremely hot.
Yes, of course.
Hot. And friends with the dead.
Great. Love it. That's actually perfect for what we set up in this game.
With the dead.
Excellent.
And background.
Background, where do you come from? Are you a noble? Are you a peasant? You could be anything. We're reaching a stage where there really there aren't that many sort of requirements to be chosen as a wife.
I think I have to be from a noble family because otherwise no one will put up with this woman who can talk to the dead.
Interesting.
I think that people are like she's beautiful.
Mhm.
She can speak to the dead and she's well bred. She has no other skills.
That's it.
That's it.
It's just
Yeah.
she's just beautiful and weird.
Yeah, she's beautiful and weird, but the weird stuff, she's wealthy enough, or she's from a wealthy enough family that she can be a almost infinite amount of weird.
Love it. Wonderful.
Yeah.
The absolute darlings of the British theatre world kind of energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. All right. So, and Jamie, what is the name of your wife? Obviously, I know it because I'm going to marry her. but-
Lady Spooky Bottom.
Lady, of course, Lady Spooky Bottom. Do you have a first name at all?
Lady.
You're
Tri-
not actually know.
Trish.
Lady Trish Spooky
Trish
Bottom.
Spooky Bottom.
Excellent. I mean, it really couldn't be better, could it? And Jonas, how about you?
Yes. My wife is called Jen.
Jen?
Jen Eric.
Jen Eric?
Jen Eric spouse.
Spouse. Excellent.
Generic spouse.
Wonderful.
Mm.
Very good.
It's been suggested that one of the ladies has pots, or that Henry has pots.
Yeah. You know, that might be a little bit of a sympathetic angle for me as the king. You know, if you'd like to weave that into your character, you're very welcome to. And the narrative will treat it very seriously. in
I
contrast to the
fear
rest
I
of this
would
night.
I would not make a good representation or portray
you
Potts
what.
in any real.
I tell you what. We've all heard of some wonderful people who have pots, and it's we're all very sympathetic about it.
Yes.
And there was some nobles whipped round some money a while back, and they made something like £2,469.
Nice.
Nice.
And 69 pence,
And
nice.
69 pence. Nice.
Royally decreed as nice.
2, 4, 6, 8. Before we get like properly wildly in,
Mm.
because this is our last like proper guest segment before we finish up the stream. We have the finale. We got 1673 from Nether. Thank you very much. So. We will be mentioning a couple of donations as we go through if people donate. But this is your last good chance to donate. So everybody get your cash in. It's all for a good cause. And if we make it to £3,000, Jonas does not have to shave his head, but he's not allowed to cut his hair for 3 years.
I promise to not cut my hair for 3 years.
So basically, the choice
if we
is,
make it to £3,000 as a way to make that incentive locked in.
Yes. But yeah, so donate. We will occasionally interject with donations as they come in, but otherwise we are now in the Tudor world.
Wonderful. All right. Is there anything else you would like to sort before we begin?
My lord, would you like to hear more about my character?
I would love to hear more about your
I
character,
just thought
Jen.
you should know more about Generic Spouse.
Wonderful. Please do tell me.
Generic Spouse is unique talent. Is of course that they have a LinkedIn premium subscription,
Excellent.
which gives them access to higher social skills than would be available to the peasants around them.
Excellent.
Of course, they can direct message individuals who they're not contacted with, and
I'm imagining LinkedIn is like a local service in the village.
Yeah.
There's like a man called LinkedIn, and he's like he
Called
just
Lincoln.
called Lincoln. There you go. It's called
Lincoln Premium.
Lincoln Premium, and he just
I have a
like
Lincoln premium subscription.
you pay him some money, and he just runs you messages directly to their house.
I pay him several coppers a month, and he swears not to turn up uninvited and advertise at me.
Lady Spooky Bottom wants to connect.
Now, of course, my age is 3,000, as it is a goal for us to all reach 3,000 today, isn't it, everyone?
Certainly.
Our goal.
Certainly.
So I'm living the life I want. You know what I mean?
Excellent.
Dress for the job, be the age for the job you want to be donated tonight on your stream. And my trait is I'm very replaceable, and concerningly neutral. Towards all things, because I am generic spouse. And of course, my background is like an anime cherry blossom gif.
I love
That's
it.
my background.
That's an excellent
Yes,
background.
thank you.
Did you also get that premium, or was that one of the free ones?
Oh
you
no,
look
no,
up
no,
on Google
that's
Images?
premium. That's premium. You don't get the
premium.
gifs on. You don't get the gifs on standard.
No, of course
Let me
not.
tell you
Of
that.
course
Let me
not.
tell you that. Yes.
Right. Well, in that case, shall we go for our first roll of the game if we're ready?
Absolutely, I think so.
So you're both going to need a d20, but I think that's probably all. So feel free.
I'm taking this one.
You may. Oh, give
Thank
it a
you, my
roll. It's
lord.
very pretty, actually. It's one that's full of glitter.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Because
yes.
I'm extra.
I love
I mean,
it.
I'm the king.
Somewhere around here.
I have some extra dice, but I don't have moving glitter extra dice.
It's very good.
What
it's very
happened to
good.
we had
Great use of my money.
Laura's dice tray. So this dice tray, this cat dice tray, was bought by Vicky.
Oh.
yeah. Sorry.
So we've also got this one over here, which has lovely spooky cats in it. Hold on, I've got this dice out here.
spooky
We've got lovely spooky cats in. Oh, you can't really see them on the stream. But just so you know, there's lovely spooky cats in there. It looks a lot like Merlin, our old cat. So Or have you encountered Aurora yet?
I haven't. I'm going to meet her dressed as the king. I mean, as the king.
She
The
can
king
be
dressed
a
as the
spicy
king.
girl.
The king dressed as the king. That's all right. I'll be very gentle.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure she'll love you.
that's okay. I'm just going
she
to
only
lie there.
scratched Jonas.
Oh.
And drew blood from my little finger.
Oh, that is very spicy. Like,
Um,
sometimes Merlin was spicy with me, and Merlin was the most chill cat.
yeah.
So I'll be very careful.
Yeah. Just don't get a head height with her on the stairs, because she will. I went head height with her, and I told her off about something quite jokingly, and she just battered my glasses.
Oh, damn it. So you've taught her to aim for these. Great work.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right. What are we doing?
All right. So if everybody is happy, ready to go.
I'm happy.
Wonderful.
I'm ready.
All right. So, first of all, I'll drop out of character to give us a little short disclaimer about this game. So, this game is going to deal with themes of religion, misogyny, and supernatural horror. While some elements of the narrative are intended as commentary on social history, there's no commentary on contemporary religious beliefs included as part of the intentional design of this game. So, be nice, have fun. No one's religion is under fire here.
Cool.
So, the year is 1583. It's been 50 years since the English Reformation, and things are completely normal in England. Henry declared himself supreme head of the Church of England in 1533, and then supreme commander of the Church in 1549, and now we all know he's known as the most divine majesty and blessed protector of the true faith. The 1539 Statute of Proclamations meant that Henry could make changes to how England is run just by reading out orders, which he writes in a tome that he keeps with him at all times. But after that Statute of Proclamations, he sort of started to make more demands. First, he took the gold from the monasteries, and then he took the monks from the monasteries, and then he just started, well, after his sixth wife, Catherine Parr, disappeared, Henry continued to demand more wives and failed to father a single heir, legitimate or otherwise. This has been the state of England for some time, as we know. Anybody refusing to send their daughters and sisters to be wed to the king, or refusing to go themselves if demanded by the royal courtiers, falls afoul of mysterious circumstances. Courtiers explain it away by them being traitors, with the French, with the Scottish, the jealous Pope. Actually, speaking of the Scottish, they, led by their Queen Mary, launched a revolt last year. None of the Scots survived to pass on the details of their defeat on the battlefield, and no soldier who fought for the king answers questions about their service anymore. The people of England have learned to stop asking. But let's get to you. You are in Hampton Court Palace. You are going to be married to the king in the morning. You are going to be just another word in that famous rhyme. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, disappeared under mysterious circumstances, disappeared under mysterious circumstances, disappeared under mysterious... We all know the rhyme. Unless you become the first ones to escape the grip of the king alive. Unless you survive Henry VIII's lunchtime wife escape. It's 10 o'clock in the evening, and the lady of the Blessed Chamber has just finished blowing out the last candles in your bedroom. Oh, could we have the first roll of the game, please? I'd like you both to roll a d20 and then add your huntswoman skill.
So I got a 9.
That is a natural 20, or as we call it in this game, a royal 20.
Royal 20!
Congratulations!
Royal
20! Oh!
Well, in that case, Jen,
my.
Eric's spouse, we start with you. So we are in your bedroom, or the bedroom you've been assigned at Hampton Court Palace, and the Lady of the Blessed Chamber has just finished blowing out the last candles in your room, ensuring your bedpan is warm and cosy, and locking the myriad locks on the outside of your bedroom door.
Oh, yes. Of course.
In amongst the heavy velvet hangings of the four-poster bed, we see our first heroine. Jen, what do you look like?
Well, all of my features are precisely what you would think of when you think of a spouse. I have spousal hair, spousal skin. My height is perfectly average for a spouse. And you'll find that my features are neither rough nor too gentle, perfectly in the middle as to not stand out and to be entirely replaceable.
Wonderful. Well, I can definitely see why. I mean, I can see why I chose you. Excellent.
My
So,
king.
Jen, You are under the covers. You have very little with you. What would you like to do as you hear the last bolt drawn across outside your door?
I pause for a moment to ensure that I hear the footsteps of the chambermaids and staff pass away from my door.
Absolutely. You hear the
And-
Lady of the Blessed Chamber leave, and then you hear the unmistakable clanking of 2 palace guards being set up outside your door.
Excellent stuff. I, at this moment, attempt to maneuver around the room carefully as to seek out items that may prove fortuitous or useful to me in such an escape attempt. And also, I would like to know more about this room's relationship with the rest of the building. Are there windows? Is it am I surrounded by 4 walls? What rooms are on the other side of those walls? Do I know? Can I find out?
Excellent questions, Jen. I'll take them one at a time. So, in terms of the location of your room, it's in the main court. So there are 4 sides. I was looking at a map of Hampton Court Palace, but I couldn't adapt it into a D&D map. So there's essentially a square of palatial buildings. You are on the furthest square away from the chapel. You think you've sort of kept track of things as you've gone up various stairways, but this is an internal bedroom designed to keep the heat in and avoid paying window taxes. So there are no windows here. As you take a look around your room, you can see obviously your large 4-poster bed. You can see a very nice chest of drawers. You can see a locked door, a fireplace, and on the far wall, a floor-to-ceiling tapestry of a hunt.
I see. Firstly, I would like to investigate the closet, please, the wardrobe closet.
Excellent. So you head over to the sort of chest of drawers and just start looking in them.
Oh, just quietly and gently, yes.
Wonderful. All right. In that case, I think that's going to be an intellect roll to see if you can find anything in there that might be useful.
Of course, I have rolled an 11, and I believe I have attributed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that mean anything?
Excellent. Yes, absolutely. Well, that means that on a 17, your intellect means that you kind of take a little bit of a closer look. You know that these bedrooms have been probably used by a lot of potential wives before you've been in there. And so you think, there must be more than just these kind of handkerchiefs and spare robes and whatnot. So as you search, you look in the very bottom drawer, and as you lift up the drawer lining, you see hidden under there a very small, thin knife.
I would like to ensure that I take such a knife. And if I do not have an appropriate pocket, as this is, as you said, the 16th century, and I don't think pockets were invented for ladies until, well, not even today.
No. What is this pocket for a lady of which you speak?
The science isn't there. We're still working on it.
Uh,
We've got our best men on it.
But,
Don't understand. They've got tits. But
but I would like to take this knife onto my inventory,
Excellent.
were such a thing available to me.
you may. Well, I'm presuming that you're kind of sleeping in a gown, but you may have a house coat with a couple of pockets in. Obviously, it was designed for a man if it has pockets, but you can slip it into your pocket. You can add 1 letter opener knife to your notes.
Letter opener knife. Fantastic. Do I have the opportunity to search other features of this room at this time?
You do, as long as you are moving quietly. You can take a look in the fireplace. It just sort of seems to be a pile of these kind of glowing embers. You can take a look in at the locked door if you really want to. On your side, it's plain, but on the other side, you can hear the kind of haggard breathing of the guards. And then the only thing that's left is the tapestry of the hunt.
I see. I think the tapestry of the hunt might bear a closer look at this time.
Excellent. Well, as you inspect the tapestry of the hunt, you can see it's a portrait of, or a depiction of Henry as a handsome young man, elegant of leg, excellent tennis star, a poet who's no one's ever told him is quite reductive in terms of his verse style. He is charging across an open green expanse, accompanied by hounds, by elegant folk of the court, chasing down a fox. As you take a look at this tapestry, you notice that the bottom of it is sort of waving just a little bit, as if there was some strange breeze coming from behind it.
I would like to carefully and quietly investigate that breeze that part of the tapestry closer.
Excellent. As you lift your tapestry, you can see there's a pattern, just a wall of patterned wallpaper behind it. Will you give me, this will be an intellect roll as well, please?
Of course I can.
The
I
governess's
have rolled
favourite.
a 19
Oh.
plus 6, which I believe is a dirty 25.
It's a royal 25.
A royal
please. Please. And engaged. If it's dirty, I think it should be engaged.
An engaged
And if
25.
it's critical, it should be royal.
Royal. Okay, an engaged 25.
Excellent. So an engaged 25. As you lift the tapestry's corner, you see this pattern of wallpaper. It's actually slightly disturbed in kind of the bottom right. The lines just don't quite add up. And as you inspect closer, you see a very thin seam of about a meter by a meter sort of square.
I would like to see how one could manipulate this slight irregularity in the wall.
Interesting. What do you want to try?
I place my hand against it and gently push, but with not too much force as to actually like force a wall to move, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But also trying to see if there are giveaways where I can sort of put my fingers in perhaps anywhere and have anything give way. So it's gently inspecting with the fingers and just seeing what mechanical movement is possible.
Interesting. So you have a little bit of a fiddle on this strange little sort of square. As you push it in, it clicks slightly, and as you draw your hand away, the side of the wall swings open into a trap door, leading into kind of a dark, cobwebbed passage. Now you know that leaving this room and defying the orders of the king is punishable by immediate and terrible death. What do you do when faced with this passage?
I think of the fireplace and how I may need a source of light. I wonder, is it possible to procure a burning stick or something that would operate as a torch?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, if you want to discard a burning stick, you can pick up a candle. There would be candles in your room.
Oh,
So you
fantastic.
can sort of light a candle.
I take a candle and I think only that death awaits me sooner or later. I will face it on my own terms, for I am generic spouse.
Oh, spouse, you crawl into the dark passage towards your own death on your own terms. You can write lit candle in your inventory. So it takes perhaps half an hour of crawling through this dark, damp space. The pure white of the linen of your nightgown getting snarled and smeared with dirt and soot and cobwebs as you crawl through here. You get snared in your hair and you think, maybe I should shave this off, and actually it would look pretty great. And you're actually fine with that. It's great. You're sure it will really suit you, actually.
Yes.
You stop worrying about
Thank you,
it.
my king. Yes,
You're
thank
very
you.
welcome. You're very welcome. Yes, the king voice is, it must return. After a little while, you come to another small wooden stone sort of door, and you may listen at it. And as you listen, you hear the very similar sounds to what happened in your room. You hear the voice of the Lady of the Blessed Chamber, wishing good fortune and a painless existence to somebody else in the next room. And as you listen, Lady Trish Spookybottom, you are being tucked into bed, your candles snuffed, the bedpan warmed, the myriad locks on the door outside being locked, and we find you in a very similar bedroom connected by this passage. What do you look like?
I'm hauntingly beautiful.
Lady
Trish Spookybottom has incredibly pale skin, sort of punctuated by bright red lips that stand out. She has
how many times? Punctuated how many times?
Oh, just multiple. It's just she's full of holes.
She's covered in kisses.
She has a constant faraway stare, a haunted look in her eye, and she's very tall. She's very thin and beautiful, and she sort of seems to glide about the place as if she is some kind of ethereal being.
You can add Tudor era Heelys to your inventory.
Tudor era Heelys.
If you would like to. That's totally
absolutely.
I think that's great. You keep them on even in bed. They're part of your regalia.
Yes, she never takes them off.
Quite right.
Because she's not really bright enough to undo all of these clothes.
Oh boy, that's going to
the haunted faraway look. It is partially that she is genuinely haunted, and partially that there's not really a lot going on up there. And
she just hasn't figured out how to focus yet.
yeah. She's working on it.
She's
She's
not really
working
figured
on
out
it. But
near
there's
vision.
there is there is there's a lot going on, and
Sure.
and she sort of has to handle things one at a time. But she's getting on with things. She's ended up in this situation. She's
Good.
yeah.
A viable wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Vague of eye and swift of Healy. These are the things that I search for in a wife. Very good.
Yeah.
So, as the final lock on the outside of the bedchamber closes, you're left in the dark. Trish, only the slight flashing of your Tudor Healy's motion lights illuminating the room. You have a similar setup to Jen, not that you would know it. There is a chest of drawers, a bed, a tapestry, a fireplace, but your room has a window in it. So what would you like to do? In fact, what would either of you like to do?
Well, I think that would I have been told anything about my about what's happening?
That's a very good question. So you...
Voice of God would like to draw your attention
Oh,
to
sorry.
this donation.
We've just received we've just received another donation, another huge donation. We've received an anonymous £200 donation. That's amazing. And also, I didn't shout out that Laura donated £50 as well. So that brings us up to £2,719.69. We are under £300 away from saving your hair.
That's amazing. So good.
Oh my lord!
Wow, thank you.
And we've got 2.5 hours to raise that amount of money.
I know. Thank you so much.
Well, one penny
That is-
under that amount
Everyone,
of money.
if you've got a favour, call it in right now.
That is so good. That is so good. Thank you, everyone. This has
Awesome.
been really, really amazing. 280 away from saving Jonas's hair. Amazing.
279 away from donating the maximum amount and still getting Jonas to cut his hair off.
Don't tempt them.
yeah. Everyone, stave off the 1 penny and see what happens.
Yeah, if Anon is in chat, if whoever Anon was in chat, they can give us information for what they want their song and dance and tattoo to be about. But otherwise, us as chat can come up with it. We also need one for Rick, but if Rick doesn't turn up, we'll come up with stuff as chat later on. Okay, so back to the game.
We've got an eligibility poll. That's so fun. Thank you. Well done,
and it drew. So we're both as eligible as each other. I guess we
Excellent.
both have very, very different skills.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why you're together. You make one cogent wife. So you are you're in this bedroom. You are waiting. You have the window. Your Heelys are flashing, and you see just a little flicker from behind the tapestry.
What have I been told? Like what happened before this?
So essentially you've heard the same as any eligible lady or ineligible lady who has been called upon by the royal courtiers. There was a knock on the door of your residence, and 3 to 12 kind of cloaked, slightly smoky figures appeared. You know this to be the royal court, and you know what it means when they knock on your door. They greeted you with jubilation and dented trumpets, and they said that you were chosen. Congratulations. And that Henry is going to wed you next. So you've been taken to the palace, all of your items taken away from you, your family barred from entry, and you've been prepared with a variety of different speeches from all sort of pseudo-clerical folk. They're folk in black kind of vestments that probably once might have passed as priest robes, but now they're just sort
They do
of...
to me. I don't really know the difference.
Yeah,
No?
absolutely. I mean, you'd have grown up with this, right? It's 52 years. You'd have grown up with this.
Yes.
So they'd have told you the importance of being a good, a loyal wife, an obedient wife, and essentially living at no pleasure but the king's. And then you're told that you're going to be married tomorrow lunchtime.
Sorry, generic spouse just donated.
Oh, wow.
How much did generic spouse just donated? £80.
£80. Oh, generic. That's so nice.
Generic spouse, the wife.
Wow, Jen.
What a
Does that change
What
her
a
eligibility
what a
rating?
prospect.
Yeah. I feel like we should have a bidding war, and whoever has the most donated in their name gets to survive the event.
I love that. I really like that.
It's great.
Donate in the name of your chosen wife, and maybe they'll get some kind of bonus or something
Yeah,
later on.
yeah, that's great. Yeah,
At
I'll
the
give
moment,
them-
generic spouse has £80 in their name. But if you can donate in your favourite spouse's name, cool. Okay, to be honest, I feel quite honoured. Not everyone gets this opportunity. I mean, a lot of women seem to get this opportunity these
So
days.
many.
Increasingly more women get this opportunity these days. But, you know, it hasn't really struck me why that might be. You know, I just imagine that he's just looking for the right woman. You know, and that could be me. I mean, you know, I've got lots of friends, some of them alive, you know, I'm a very beautiful woman. Why shouldn't he want me? And so I recline on the bed, and I lay back and I sort of bathe myself in the dimming light of the Heelys as they sort of slowly go out, and I lay back and I sort of stare into the distance sultrily and just wait to see if something else will happen to me.
Wonderful.
I'd just like to. I think you've got like a magic item the whole time, which is similar to the Cloak of Bellows, which is just like sort of a little like. There's always a little gust of wind.
Yeah.
Always just seemingly blowing your hair back.
Oh yeah, it's not an item. It's just once you get past 14.
Yeah.
On the
It just
Holbein's
happens.
Muse.
Yeah.
It's
It's a personality trait.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
At this point, yeah.
Mona
It's
Lisa
genetic.
had
You're
it.
just slowly piling more and more magic onto this character. Like,
Either that, or there's constantly just an enamoured servant just blowing in your face.
Yep.
He will not be of any use in the adventure, but he
he's
is
just got
there.
incredible lungs.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
the idea that like this character isn't bright enough to use any of the things that you give them. So you could give them a thing, and they'll never think to be like, oh, maybe I should get that guy to help me out. They're just like, this is just what life is like.
I love that. She's got a wand of wishes.
yeah.
Just like the name of your servant is West Wind. All he's good for is blowing things.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, add it to the character sheet. Add it to the character sheet.
So we have Westwind the servant who
West
blows
Wind
my
the
hair.
servant, yes. That's what he sounds like. Got colossal cheeks. Maybe potentially a third, spouse.
And
if,
like cinematically in every single conversation, that lady, I've lost your name
Lady
now.
Trish, Lady Trish, Spooky Bottom.
Trish Spooky Bottom has. It's like it's an incredibly tense conversation as she pleads for her life, or is like trying to negotiate her way through a situation. But Lord Westwind, Servant Westwind, is always there behind someone going.
100%.
And they don't cut out his thing through the audio. Like they just never get to that stage.
No, completely
Always
agree.
there.
Completely agree. Yeah, done. Please imagine that all enjoyers of this tale. Here's a walking Pantene advert. So, you are chilling. You're having a lovely time. Jen, you know you can't yet see her, but you know that behind this tapestry, the likelihood is that there is another woman who is in a similar position as you. What would you like to do?
I'm a generic spouse.
Mm.
Quite replaceable. I'm concerningly neutral.
Concerning.
Concerningly neutral.
Great. Well, I've got 6 more rooms, but you guys just sit and consider whether or not your characters will meet. That's fine.
Two characters that have no drive.
Westwind says, "I think there may be a draft from beneath that tapestry, my lady." He's tuned into the draft.
Generic spouse, of course, takes a moment to set up her bank transfer towards well, you know, the transferring of shareholding and golds and what have you, investments.
How does she perform this in a hole in the wall?
If there's another servant that's involved,
through servant
my lady, you are.
servant Yasta giving. Yasta giving.
Yeah.
Servant Yasta giving.
My lady, I have brought the pots as you were required.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you where I'm from, otherwise this will become specific and insensitive. But all I know is I'm here.
And in doing that,
Would you like to donate the money into the pot?
we
There we go. Yes, see, that is an item from France. Yes. From Nice.
Oh no, you have found out where I'm from and now I
No,
will disappear.
Yeah.
disappears with 80 gold pieces.
but yeah, and Eric, of course, to make this bank transfer does need a little bit kind of better royal
Pigeons.
royal
Access to the
airflow,
pigeons.
access to the
Yes,
pigeons.
yeah.
So I do of course come up for air. At the next
Excellent.
room available. I also hope that this room actually won't have someone inside it. I'm hoping it's another bedroom that is unlocked and that I can actually slip. There we go. That totally makes sense, right?
Excellent.
I'm hoping that this is a way out.
To enable you to send a pigeon and just to
Uh,
make your donation.
Well, now that we've said all that stuff, I guess so. Yeah,
it's
it doesn't
canon.
seem
Oh,
necessary
it
now.
wasn't a
but
question. No, it's true. It's
Yeah.
accurate. So you clamber out with your complex motives weighing heavy on you, and you see sprawled on the bed, shoes are flashing, the most beautiful woman that you've ever seen. What
Oh,
would you like
hello.
to do?
I just I'm just gonna roll my social
Okay.
against
see.
against myself. 14. And what's your stat?
I have 15 whole wines muse.
So like your passive hotness, and I
Your active inability to deal with it.
You're completely tongue-tied.
I'm in love.
Yeah.
I'm in love.
Yeah.
Generic spouse
So-
wants to marry you now. Not
So I lean over and I say, "Oh, hello. Are you supposed to be in here?"
Are you single?
Well, no, I'm actually to be wed to the king.
The king?
Yes.
Where is that fucker?
Well, I don't know.
I'll kill him. I'll kill him right now. I'll
Oh.
kill him where he stands.
Oh,
For your hand in
are
marriage.
you really supposed to be doing that?
You're just so ghastly hot.
Oh, why, thank you. Well, I mean, you seem lovely too. Sure.
Do you want to get
Why
out?
not?
Do you want to get out of here?
All right. Why not?
Yeah. Right. I found a secret passage. I don't know where it leads, but I think we'll be able to escape and not marry the king, and us two can get wed, which I think is startlingly common and not at all a concept that we're going to have to argue for or against in the future at this time period.
I'll be honest. I'm pretty happy to roll with anything as long as I can bring my servant over here, Westwind.
Oh, was he always there?
Yes.
He's a
yes.
noisy chap, isn't he?
It's amazing. He's a smoker too. My hair stinks.
I mean, but it does blow so beautifully, naturally.
I know,
at a constant.
Yes.
Even as he inhales, gasping for air, your hair still seems to maintain a certain movement.
Yes.
My lady, you inhale from the mouth, but you continue to exhale through the nostrils.
He calls it circular breathing. It's incredible.
I was going to mention circular breathing. I see. Well,
Well, look, I'm more than happy to go with you. I'm kind of sort of a go with the flow kind of person. So if you want to get out, but to be honest, I'm not much of an escape artist. I really don't have any sort of methods. Have you come up with any ideas?
Honestly, I think just stay exactly as you are.
I recline further.
And Jen rests her hand upon you and goes, "I'll do everything for you."
Oh, why thank you.
But you should probably
People are always so accommodating of me.
you should probably do the walking bit, like where you follow me.
Oh, I don't need to walk. And then Trish stands up and glides across the floor on her heelys, and they light up as she goes, like red, green, and blue.
I love
Do
that.
you know, it looks at the candle, looks at the shoes, and goes, "Why do I bother? Follow me." We go back into the passageway.
Back into the passageway. Right, you are. Well, as you go, you take a quick glance out of the window, and you can now see where you are in terms of the square court. Opposite you, there is the chapel with its ever-burning lights. Henry's apartments are beside that. And then behind that, there is a small courtyard and orange brick turrets which mark the location of Seymour Gate, which promises freedom. That is the way out. So you have to find some way to go either left or right round to the chapel and then beyond and out the Seymour Gate.
So the tunnel took us out.
So the tunnel is just between your two. Just between your two
rooms.
bedrooms. Yes.
Okay, so we need another way out. We can't go through the tunnel. We can't go through the locked doors.
I mean, we can have a 2-hour intermission as you two make love in the tunnel. That's fine. That's fine.
I'll tell you what intermission I do want. A quick loo break.
Yes,
course,
yes. In
of
fact,
course.
yes. You go for a loo break, and then I'll go for a loo break.
Grand.
And if you want, you can go for a loo break too, Vicky.
I'm good, but
I
thank
mean,
you very
Henry.
much. Thank you.
How you doing, Vicky?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm having a lot of fun. Thank you very much for inviting me on. Thank you
Oh.
very much to everyone for keeping it just so fun and joyous. And thank you very much for immediately making everything gay, which I love.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
It was
brilliant.
the only way. Also, what just in that last moment, we got another donation of £10 from Katie Henley. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Katie. That's wonderful.
amazing.
This is going so much better than we expected it to go. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we knew that people were going to be, you know, lovely and friendly and everything. But like, you know, we've hit £2,809.
It's amazing.
When we was planning this, we were saying, oh, what kind of goal should we put on this? Well, we've never done this before. We don't really know what kind of things, like what kind of, you know, money people in our community have or what they're willing to give up. So we set the first goal at £1,000, thinking there's no way in hell we're going to meet that. And now we're nearing £3,000. We're nearing 3 times the goal that we never thought we were going to hit.
It's crazy. It's
It's
amazing.
amazing.
And I think that's also like massively a testimony to your and Jonas's hard work and the really hard work of Laura and the whole tech team, just like keeping this going. Because you guys have been talking about this for a long time, right? But
I mean, it's been like 3 years since we first sort of mentioned it.
like
Yeah.
the fact that you guys have done it and you've got it all set up and it looks amazing, professional. Yeah, it's just full kudos to you guys as well.
Thank
And
you.
I think that money will really make a massive difference, if to nobody else but Jonas. It's in your hands, chat. It's in your hands.
One of the conversations we had when we started talking about goals and things is Pots UK is a fairly small charity, and I got in touch with their like fundraising outreach team early on, and I said, you know, have you got like, because in my job I work with various brands, I work with various charities. I was like, you know, have you got any requirements? Like, is there stuff we can and can't do with your logos and things like that? And they said, no. Here's a couple of logos. Here's a picture. We'll support you in any way we can. Great. And they've retweeted us and all these kinds of things. They've been great, but they're obviously a small charity and there's only so much they can do. And there was a conversation early on which was like, do they know what this is?
Yeah.
Like are they going to have an idea of like what we're doing?
They're going to tune in and be like, wow, this is a lot of lesbianism and tabletops.
Well, you know, for a condition that is like majority women get it, I imagine that there is a lot of lesbianism and tables involved in the POTS community anyway.
Speaking of things immediately turning to lesbianism,
Yes.
we're doing Mask of the Rose in a couple of weeks. By
Yes!
the way.
Yes,
I realised
So
this,
excited.
this is pitching for a Jamie stream, which is not technically what we're doing here, but I couldn't resist. Vicky, me, and
well,
Jamie
we
will
can
be
we can
doing Mask of the
absolutely
Rose.
at the very end, once we fit our final deadline and we finally won everything, we can
Right.
talk about future streams.
Yeah.
But yes, we've got Vicky coming back for another thing. So if you enjoy this kind of shit, it'll be that, but without Vicky making up a system to play it. It'll be Vicky forcing us to pick every sapphic option in
Yes.
the whole thing. Right, I'm going to quickly pop to the loo and then we'll get back to escaping from
Amazing.
Hampton Court.
I too have Mask of the Rose. Kickstarted it, sitting on it at the moment. Like, haven't got around to booting it up. I don't really know. When I'm in the right like mood to boot it up. I don't know if I want it to be a stream, or if it's just something that maybe I'll just play. Maybe me and Mary just do a little couch co-op on it or something. But we're looking forward to it. I got to meet some of the team who made it at
Really?
WASD recently, and they were just cool people. Like, you could just tell like from the get-go that everyone who was like involved in that game, it's like I would want them to be my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely get that vibe from the game. I mean, it's quite interesting you saying that you're like kind of on the fence about what mood you can be in. I feel like that about a lot of kind of story-centric or romance games. But I also feel like I have been playing the Sunless Seas and Sunless Skies as if they were Mask of the Rose. So I'm quite curious
I
as to
see.
whether it'll be the other way round.
I see.
Whether
Yeah.
we'll be playing Mask of the Rose
Vicky's
and I'll be like,
technique
but
in
we...
Sunless Skies and Sunless Seas is every time you meet a new person to go, wife,
Yes, exactly.
and then make it so.
Precisely. And you know what? I've no regrets. They
That's
seem like
that's a good
such
way.
cool
That's a
team,
good way to approach life.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of seeing somebody and immediately wanting to marry them, Jen, so I wasn't expecting this to become like a full-on roast, a Tudor roast. Oh,
I
Delicious.
a delicious Tudor roast of lesbian attitude.
I mean, I hadn't planned on it, but then I just thought, like, for someone who has an overwhelmingly high stat,
Mm.
I need to know if my character is actually like affected
Mm.
by outside their usual judgment.
Yeah.
And my generic is absolutely affected, 100% in love, completely infatuated, and now, rather than saving her own skin, will do whatever it takes.
I love this.
whatever it takes.
I love this. Well, if we're ready to continue,
I'm ready
let's
to continue.
see
Let's get
whatever
going.
it will take. So, as the two of you tidy up in the passageway, you you gather that there
Well,
might
that
be
was
something...
delightful. But should we get out of here?
You gather there might be
I-
something.
I thought we could spend the rest of our lives down here.
Oh.
If we seal both sides of the tunnel, they'll never find us.
You'll asphyxiate, my lady.
Oh yes, very very good,
Oh,
Westwind.
he does use up a lot of oxygen.
I
Yes.
kept blowing throughout, my
A
lady.
lot of oxygen.
Ev-
It's a lot of oxygen.
Every bit of air, my lady.
Thank you, Westwind. You've always been there for me.
You're very welcome, my lady.
I think we should get out of here.
Perhaps it was something that you missed in your bedroom, my lady. We didn't really have a chance to take a look around before
Oh,
we.
absolutely. Well, I'll happily go take a look around the room. Would you like to come take a look around the room with us?
Well, I'll go wherever you go.
Smashing.
Amazing.
Off we go.
All right, so you make it back into Trish's room and you take a look around. The fireplace is the same. We've already investigated the tapestry. The only thing that seems to be left is this sort of odd, heavy chest, this rather large, heavy kind of trunk.
Are your belongings in there?
I wasn't allowed to bring any belongings other than my delightful Heelys.
I should have asked.
And my manservant, of course.
I'm sorry, I should have asked this before we ravaged each other in the tunnel. What's your name?
Oh, of course. How rude of me.
You were just calling other woman. Yes, other woman.
You ghastly beauty!
Yeah, that means technically that sex scene did not pass the Bechdel test. Which frankly I can't endorse.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Start again.
In fact, Westwind was named before. The patriarchal narrative structure still affects us, even in a game about Henry VIII killing women. Who'd have thought it?
Oh, yes, of course. No, absolutely. I should have really introduced... How rude of me. My name is Lady Trish Spookybottom. The
Trish.
Devonshire Spookybottom.
Oh, Trish Spooky Bottom. Oh, that is a name.
And I assume you have a name?
Oh, I'm nobody. I'm just a generic spouse.
Oh, how lovely. How lovely to meet you, generic spouse.
Oh, when you say my name, oh, how it makes my neutrality quiver.
You seem to be struggling to breathe. Should I get Westwind to give you CPR?
Oh, no, please. But if it does come to that, you could do it yourself.
Oh, I wouldn't know how.
Fair.
Do you
My
mind looking
lady,
in this chest?
there seems to
I
be-
hope there's some delightful trinkets in it.
As you test the lid and you lift it, everything seems pretty normal in this chest. But would you both please roll me an intellect roll to see if you can espy anything unusual, and just let me know what you're adding to these rolls.
So that was a royal 20.
Excellent, a royal 20 with your modifier of
1.
And I have rolled a engaged 8 plus 6, 14.
Excellent. All right.
6 is the modifier.
Thank you very much, Jen. So, Jen, you're sort of taking a look around this chest, but in fact,
I'm looking at the wrong chest.
Yes, precisely. Making a thorough study, but Trish, you actually noticed that your hair is being blown in slightly an unusual angle. You feel like there might be a draft from sort of the bottom of this chest. And in fact, as you direct Westwind to sort of move the lining away, you can see a hidden door at the bottom of this chest that seems to lead into the floor.
Jen, a hidden door.
Is Westwind your fucking stand? Okay.
I really have no idea where Westwind came from. Just one day he turned up, and has followed me ever since. I don't pay him. I don't feed him. I don't know what he eats.
Until death, my lady!
Which by any count might be very soon.
Right, what do you want to do? We've got a door.
Oh yes. Jen, look, a door.
Oh, why, yes, a door.
What do you
But-
think might be down there?
Perhaps yet another tunnel. Perhaps one more suited for long-term staycationing.
I don't think that we should stay in any of the tunnels. It's just me, but I'm the kind of person who needs to be outdoors, in the trees and the wilds, speaking with the spirits of nature.
Don't
Oh,
forget getting to Seymour Gate, not Seymour Bottom. That is an incredible name
Getting
for an
Seymour
NPC.
Bottoms is Jen's main goal.
Getting
you-
Seymour Gate would get you out of here.
You're certainly.
Absolutely, and that's all I want.
You're
Is to
certainly.
get out of here with you, and then whatever else comes after that, I'm kind of easy. So, should we have a look? Should we see what's what's behind this door?
Go on then.
Lovely. All right.
I direct Westwind to open the door.
He huffs and puffs, and half an hour later, the door gives way and opens into a small passageway. As you two clamber through, the passageway seems to take you down and sideways, and you realise that it leads up to a space with two small eye holes peering out into a corridor. You can hear the discussion of two palace guards murmuring about the dreams that they dare not speak of directly with each other, and you can kind of peer out to see that there is a corridor here. If either of you would like to, you can either use your huntswoman skill, as it's sort of a physical check, or your governess's favourite skill to see if you can see any other alternatives in this corridor.
Are we able to listen to what they're saying?
You absolutely may.
Yeah, I want to listen in.
Oh, fathomless, aren't they? Oh, yeah, fathomless. Yeah, the horrors. Oh, yeah, tell me about the horrors. I was saying to the wife last night, actually, that what's the point of having eyes if all you witness crushes your soul? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the abyss yawns, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, tell me about it. Your abyss yawns. Hey, I'm lactose intolerant, man. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like sometimes they come at night and they put their entire weight on my throat, and I feel like the world is pressing down. Oh yeah, man, me too. Yeah, cool. What are you doing Saturday? Yeah, not much. You? Yeah, probably the same.
Jen, I have no idea what they're talking about, but I don't think it's important. Should we have a look around for some way out of here?
Sorry, Trish, I wasn't listening to them. I was listening to your heartbeat.
Lovely. Is it all good? I didn't realise you were a medical practitioner.
I have no good response to that.
You take a look around, and you can see beyond the guards there is a small door that is ajar, and a door simultaneously. Sorry, that's the way I keep it. You sense that might be the only alternative out of here, but in order to get there, you got to find some way to get past those two guards.
You asked us for a governess's favourite check or a huntswoman check to sort of inspect the rest of this passage. I will do a governess's favourite check if you don't mind.
Wonderful,
just
I
to
do not
inspect
mind.
the area. I have rolled a rather disappointing engaged 11 in total.
11. Okay, a total of 11. You can, aside from a couple of sort of suits of ceremonial armour and a couple of portraits on the opposite wall, which you sort of suspect you're looking out of one on your wall, you can't really see anything to help you. There's a long carpet, there are armour stands either side, and there are these two guards discussing the horrors that they see when they close their eyes.
So we're looking through holes in a wall at this?
Yes.
Okay.
You presume out of the eyes of a painting.
Yes, it would be. It would be, wouldn't it? That's the classic.
Mm-hmm.
Voices in my head are telling me to seduce my way past the guards, but I think I need to get to the guards first.
Yes,
At the moment, I'm stuck behind a wall.
Uh,
I know. Trish leans up against the wall, puts her mouth to the eye hole, and goes, "Yoo-hoo!"
What was that? I don't know. What was that? Sounded like the covetous call of a oil painting.
Boys.
Oh, don't be silly. That sounds like a pastels. No, it's definitely oil. No, all right. You go this way. I'll go that way. Let's take a look. So one of the guards heads off down the corridor to inspect the other portraits, and one wanders towards you, going cooey, and sort of seems to be inspecting the wall and goes, "Hello, voice from the deep."
I seem to have gotten myself stuck in the wall.
Oh no! Well, that's most unfortunate. Please allow me to assist you. And they're going
thank
to
you.
pick up the portrait and remove it from the wall. Trish, please can you make me a Holbein's Muse roll?
Okay. So that is an 8 plus 15.
All right, an 8 plus 15 for a grand total of 23. I'm going to see if the guards' own appearance. It's probably be social to resist it. So they're the King's Men. They're going to try and resist with their social stat called the King's Men, which is they're not going to be swayed by a pretty face. Okay, so I rolled an engaged 2, bringing me to a total of 5. The fella the palace guard removes the portrait, looks up at you, and just stares, and then blood begins spurting from his nose.
Oh dear, why does this happen so often?
And he keels back onto the floor.
Oh dear.
I immediately grab him by the legs and drag him into the hole in the wall.
Excellent. You may drag him. He is bleeding out of his nose.
As you do, I say,
Unconscious.
do you think you'll be all right?
Yes. Don't you worry. I just have a plan. I would like to then immediatly pick up the portrait from the back end and pick it back up and hook it back on.
Lovely, you
so
may.
Just got a few minutes of privacy.
Yeah, great.
1
minute and
out.
49 of which you used to bang again. And that's it.
I get my letter opening knife and I slit his throat.
I mean, he's unconscious, so
I don't know
yeah.
how long he's going to be unconscious.
Well,
and I'm desperate to marry this woman.
Not much
by
longer.
Any means necessary.
Not much longer, but he's going to be dead for an awful fucking long time. Yeah, you drive the letter opener into his jugular and you tear his throat open. It's quite a blunt knife. It's messy work.
I'm telling to Trish, I'm going, don't worry.
Don't worry.
We'll put the plan. We'll put the plan.
Yeah, you kill him.
I'm just standing there looking, going, fair enough.
Westwind is like, oh, it's going to be another one of those days, is it, my lady?
And,
that's fine, yeah.
And I suppose I shan't dress Westwind up in the guard's uniform and armor, which might presumably have a way of obscuring his face with a helmet, maybe?
Yes, indeed.
So I don such clothing.
Excellent. So you slit his throat, you undress him, you dress in his guard's uniform. This man who's witnessed unimaginable horrors now becomes a pawn in your desperate game.
He's at peace now.
We hope. We hope. There was a scream in his eyes as you drove the letter opener into his neck that told you he will find no rest in the world beyond.
We're not going for the pacifist run through this time. But so far, silent assassin, so that's good.
Perfect.
Once you're finished doing this, Trish leans over and goes, so do you think you'll be okay?
His head is fully off.
No.
Trish, he's the most okay he's ever been.
Oh, wonderful. How delightful.
So having
Oh, Jen,
disguised
you are such a card.
having disguised yourself, you dash across the hallway into the room with the ajar door.
Healy after you.
Yeah, you Healy. Only a small kind of ooze of blood beginning to trickle out from underneath the portrait. But you are far gone by then. You step into what seems to be a large bedchamber. This is full of cobwebs and a jumble of different items piled really high. Dresses, candlesticks, little statues, piled into assorted boxes, one on top of the other, all balancing on this heavy wooden chest. You can also see at the head of the bed, a painting hangs covered by kind of a tarp. What would you like to do?
I said to Trish, could you examine the very edges of this room and note wherever your hair seems to start to breeze in a different direction? That seems to be a good way of finding out where objects of interest are.
I can walk around the room. Absolutely.
We have a
I-
walk.
Float.
I proceed to walk around the room.
Give us an intellect roll to see what you can find. With your +1, right?
So that's a 14 with my +1.
14, very good. You feel like actually this room is quite closed off from any secretive breezes. But you do notice that portrait is new and it's unusual.
Another strange portrait. Well, if I've learnt anything in the last couple of hours, it's that there's always a tunnel behind a portrait. And I walk over and I sort of fumble with it a bit and then just try and put my hand through it.
So as you kind of desperately paw at the tarpaulin, go to make me a huntswoman roll to see whether this ends well for you.
That is a royal 20.
Right, as you fumble limply at the tarpaulin, it falls away elegantly. And as you're about to just punch your way through it, you recognize this as a portrait of Catherine of Aragon, Henry's first wife, the one who was married to him for over 2 decades. She's a pale brunette woman in a dark dress holding a monkey. And because you had a royal 20, you noticed that the monkey seems to be holding a key that is gleaming in the light that you're about to put your hand through.
So the key is painted on, or it's an actual key?
It seems to be an actual key, though initially it was convincingly painted on. It's sort of been landlord specialed onto there.
I go, ooh, a key.
Brilliant.
And I take the key off the painting.
Wonderful. You take it from the monkey, and if you follow Catherine's eye line, you can see that she is facing this pile of boxes stacked on this heavy wooden chest.
I walk over to the stack of boxes and I go, boxes?
Agreed, but we're
Say, Trish, not only do you have the key to my heart, but you seem to have, well, a literal key.
Yes, but who knows where it goes? You know, you're always ending up with these random keys, no idea where they go. Anyway, probably means nothing. Should we go through these boxes?
See, can I see the chest at the bottom?
Yes, of course you can.
I go, well, why don't we go one at a time? Can I go first?
Absolutely. Would you like my key?
Yes, please.
I hand over the
Take the
key.
key and I think to try the chest.
Wonderful. The key turns and opens the chest very easily with only a couple of flakes of leaden paint.
Excellent.
As you
I'm just lucky, I suppose.
As you open the chest, kind of hauling a couple of boxes off it, this room is so full of this kind of jumble. You can see there seems to be a small sort of white table within it with sort of little red lining that you recognise as an old altar from before the Reformation, before Henry changed. And you can see within the lid of the chest, written in Latin, is a short poem. Now, obviously, we all fluently speak Latin, but I didn't know if everyone in chat did. So I've written it in English. Can you just both of you give me an intellect roll to see if a governess's favourite roll to see whether or not you understand the Latin or how well you understand it?
7.
7 total.
8 plus 6, which is 14.
14. Okay, well, luckily Jen has been paying attention in to her governess. So you can translate the Latin thus. It goes.
Sorry, you're currently blocking like all of Vicky.
That's fine.
I
This
need
is
the food.
No, yeah, sorry. You just-
actually it's preferable to see a side of Laura. Let's have Laura back here, and then
no,
I'm
it was
just
just most of the
mysterious.
camera was just bum.
Anything for you, Vicky?
Thank you. Thank you. Good. Well done, servant of mine. Very good. Yes. 12. Yes.
Lady Trish has become more eligible.
Yes. Excellent. I think by Laura's assistance, which is great. So here is the poem. I will only be reading it once. So if you do have any way to take notes, it might be a good idea. Do you have any a whiteboard pen maybe?
do
Yeah,
have a
that's good.
whiteboard.
All
Yes,
right.
and I will write on the back of my sheet.
Excellent. Greetings, faithful worshipper. Act fast and do not falter. You know your path to sacrament. Stay true and little alter. So says the testament so clear, a vessel draped in gold is the only way for you the good Lord's blood to hold. The rest of Saviour's sacrifice from Jesus, Son of God, he gave his life, and now you must find something to hold his body. The final step, a light by which you all your prayers may handle, so find a spark to light the way and ask before a candle. Okay, it's a little puzzle for you at home as well. How well do you know sort of medieval Catholic rites? Before this, and a little bit of a Google, I didn't know much.
Now, are you happy to repeat that once more now?
That's
just
fine
for
by
the
me.
note keeping.
That's fine by me.
Thank you.
Greetings, faithful worshipper. Act fast and do not falter. You know your path to sacrament. Stay true and little alter. So says the testament so clear, a vessel draped in gold is the only way for you the good Lord's blood to hold. The rest of Saviour's sacrifice from Jesus, Son of God, he gave his life, and now you must find something to hold his body. The final step, a light by which you all your prayers may handle, so find a spark to light the way and ask before a candle.
Many thanks.
You're very welcome. So you have a room full of stuff, and it seems like there are sort of 3 places on the altar that might be able to hold 3 specific items. What do you think those items might be?
I search deep within me. For of course the Lord is inside us all.
Interesting.
And of course it is in those moments that I hear his blessings.
Mm-hmm.
And west winds breathing. I place in one such altar spot the lit candle that I hold.
Excellent.
I search around this room now specifically for 2 things. I search, obviously, to entice my future wife a bit of wine, but
Excellent.
some can go spare. And we haven't eaten for a while, so some bread would be nice.
Interesting.
Or
Surely
wafer.
it's a golden chalice, like a golden vessel for the wine.
Oh yeah, yes. Or, well, I don't know. The altar was a vessel draped in gold. Is it? Would you describe the altar as a vessel draped in gold?
No. It said a vessel draped in gold to hold the fella's blood or whatever.
I
The
see.
fella's blood.
I see.
Who's that fella? Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Jesus, yeah.
Yeah,
He's a
and
bit of a fella, isn't he?
some kind of
Who's that guy having a big supper with like 13 dudes?
and then it's something to hold his body or something.
Something,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This is why the disclaimer existed, just so you're aware. So you're searching for So you place the candle on the table, and you hear a little click underneath it. You're searching for what next? Some bread?
Something to hold Jesus's body.
do you want
body.
to tell Lady Spooky Bottom
I
about?
think out loud, yes, I go now, Treasury. We have to solve a riddle of sorts.
Oh, well, if you can tell me what the answer is, I can help you out.
Well, solving the riddle is part of the problem. The poem here refers to, of course, a vessel draped in gold to hold the good Lord's blood. Now, I believe the good Lord's blood might refer to wine, but the vessel draped in gold, I'm not sure if I've spotted one in this room yet.
Oh, well, I'm very good at finding wine. I can have a look.
Go ahead and roll me a wine finding roll, and you can tell me which of those stats you'd like to use to find your wine. Can't be hotness.
Talk to ghosts.
Yeah, done. All right, you can add a on top of
Can
your.
I talk to the ghost of the guy that he killed and see if he knows? See if he knows where the wine is.
Actually, do you know what? How does it look as you seek to commune with the spirits?
I feel like I'm just constantly seeing like the spirits of the dead.
Great.
Because basically wherever we go, there's someone will have died there.
Yep.
At some point. It's like the TV show Ghosts.
Yeah.
They could be bloody anywhere, right? Most of them aren't useful.
Yeah.
Because they won't have any useful information. So I sort of tuned them out after a long time. But I know that this guy lived here,
Mm.
or at least worked here,
Mm.
because I saw him die.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked if he was okay, because to me, he's still around.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
So-
You turn your attention to the kind of vaguely drifting ghost of the guard that your friend just murdered. And he goes, huh? What's that?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
So, you don't happen to be able to know where we could find some wine?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ever-reaching chasms of the dark abyss stretch on forever, don't they? Yeah. I've been there. Yeah, check the left box.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Anytime. You are stunningly beautiful, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh, I thank you. I thank you.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah.
Trish, are you quite all right? You seem to just be talking to empty space.
Oh no, I'm talking to my friend. Anyway, I think I know where the wine is.
Well, rather than dig into that deeper, could you also find out if it's possible to find bread or something that would hold like a wafer?
Oh, absolutely. Sorry, sir. Just
Oh,
one
yeah, it's
more.
all right.
Just one more thing.
It's
Do
all
you know
right.
where we could find some bread?
Some bread. Oh, probably the kitchen's for that. We don't really keep food in these rooms.
Oh, and could you direct us to the kitchens?
Oh yeah, well it's probably a couple more rooms in, so I'm not sure I could right now. I've sort of lived and died on this corridor, if I'm honest.
Oh well, fair
But
enough. Sir, fair enough.
we wouldn't keep food here, but we've got, if you want to take a plate down or something, we've got a load of platters in the right hand crate.
Oh, I could have a plate would be wonderful. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Do you have some kind of a drinking implement that we could drink the wine from?
Oh crikey, you're a bit pushy, aren't you? I'm fine, by the way. I'm dead, but I'm fine.
Oh,
Classic.
Yeah,
Classic
yes,
hot chick.
Good, I guess. Anyway, the drinking implement.
Right, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. All I remember is Catherine always used to bring a wine to bed with her in the later years, So I don't know. Maybe there's some around here.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Have a wonderful day.
Right, I'll go then. See ya.
if you-
Matthew, by the way, if you're interested.
I wasn't. Thank you.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
Fine. I'm just a lonely.
Just
guy.
found a label in this suit of armour that says Matthew.
oh,
That man must have had a name.
Oh, my armour. Ah, my armour. Oh, man.
I go where he directed me to get the wine.
Wonderful. So you're searching for he sort of mentioned that Catherine took wine to bed with her. So you think that maybe there actually isn't any wine in these boxes. You have a search, and as you lift up the mattress, you see a golden chalice and a bottle of half-finished red wine.
A bottle of 19 crimes.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
and a
19
golden
crimes.
chalice.
Someone's Tipex to all of them blasphemy underneath.
Oh,
Okay.
Trish, that's
Oh, this
absolutely yes, absolutely perfect. If you don't mind, I'm just going to do something specific. I take the chalice, I take the wine, I put the chalice into the altar,
Excellent.
and I pour just enough wine until I hear the click.
Excellent.
I stop there, and the leftover wine, we drink.
Excellent. You do spend an hour getting wankered before you remember there's a third item for this.
I multiple glasses of wine in, because it was a very large bottle.
It was.
There was only half left, but that half was about 3
Very
bottles of
large.
wine and a normal
Yeah.
bottle of wine. That mattress was like bowed up over this.
I'm
enormous
honestly
bottle of
surprised you didn't notice it when you first
Yeah,
walked in.
yeah.
Westwind is getting increasingly exasperated and dehydrated. Who cares?
I've never fed him. I've never watered him. He just seems to carry
Keep
on.
on trucking.
All he needs is a pack of 20 camels every couple of days, and he seems fine.
To serve is an honour.
You seem to require something to hold Jesus' body.
Oh yes, of course. Yes, that strange translucent fellow said that probably a plate.
Matthew!
But yes, so he's making noises again. He said we probably might need. There might be some plates around.
I also
Come to
want-
think of it, that's not really as good as bread.
Oh,
but
oh.
I guess we could find some plates and make do. I guess.
by all means, if you can search for plates, I'm also going to just
Cheetah
see if
girls
there's
make do.
any crosses in the room. Just maybe.
Mm.
Right, I'm going to look for the plate that Matthew mentioned.
Wonderful. So both of you are able to find the items you're looking for. You kind of dive into a box of these dresses, and it seems to be obscured, hidden in one of the skirts. But Matthew directed you there, so you can grab that. As for the cross, you can see that actually, where Trish moved the portrait, you see just a little something hanging out from beneath it. And as you look, you can see that there is a cross on the back of this portrait. It seems to have been hidden away.
Oh, that's beautiful. I take the plate, take the cross. I put the cross on the plate. I think it's just presentation, and I put the whole thing down, fulfilling either or.
Wonderful. So as the final item on the altar clicks into place, you look up to see this strange manifestation, this swirling, glowing mist, and both of you see, emerging from the back of this room, the elegant, ghostly silhouette of the woman in the portrait. She goes, buenos dias.
Oh, hello. I don't speak French.
That is okay. My name is Catherine of Aragon. Oh, what are you doing in my bedroom chamber?
Oh, we were
Fucking.
well,
Oh.
a little bit of that.
At least someone was.
A little bit of that, but also we were trying to get out of here. See, this space is a bit of a maze.
Oh, get out of here. Oh, you do not have to tell me why two such beautiful ladies would be alone in my ex-husband's palace. I take it that you are to be wed at lunchtime tomorrow.
Oh, yes, how did you know?
Well, I certainly hope so, but to this lady here.
I have seen. Oh, that would be very nice. Alas, I do not think it can be the case. You see, you're not the first ladies, and you certainly probably will not be the last that my husband's greed has brought to this palace. I will tell you as I told them, since you both seem quite pious and also a little wankered.
Mostly wankered.
Henry, in looking for a way to divorce me many moons ago, found an ancient book in the vaults of the palace. He did not find legal nonsense, but and he did not end up writing successfully to the Pope. But it turned out that this tome would give him all the autonomy he ever needed. Then he changed. The official line was that I was sent away to a nunnery. You will have heard this, yes?
Oh, yes, I think so.
See, it's not the case. I was brought into the chapel, and he's ruined it, of course. He's taken all the beautiful bits out of it, all the nice little cherub angels and whatnot, and all the statues and the Marys.
Cherubs, yeah.
Yes, well, they're tough. They're not in the fucking chapel anymore, you know.
Oh, what a shame.
And then I woke up in here all dead and shit.
Oh,
Oh,
Fucking sucked, man.
you don't remember what happened?
No, well, I don't really. I've been here for a long time, you know.
were you anchored as well?
Oh, I was, yes, see.
You
I
had
was a
that
little
first
wankered.
half of the bottle of wine, and that was enough to get
See.
two of us wankered. So
See, well, look, when you have married to a man for over 20 years, and then he looks to write to the most powerful man in the entirety of the world to try to get your marriage divorced and annulled because you are briefly engaged to his big brother. I mean, listen, it's a lot to deal with, you know?
it sounds like a messy situation that I'm not going to keep up with. To be
It
honest.
was messy as shit, you know? Look, I like you two. You seem like girlies that I would like to go out on the town with if I was not all dead and shit. So I'll tell you what. I can get you to the others, my fellow wives, and each of us, if you impress us as you have done to me, might be able to provide you with some sort of boon, some way to help you out of here. In fact, please take this, and you see the key in the chest, ting, pops out, and it seems to have turned from a kind of a rough lead, kind of silvery color, to a shining gold. She says, "Look, if you need fate to not quite have gone the way it did, use this, and I will try to help you. Okay?
I see.
I go, beautiful, and I pick up the key.
Excellent. Well, I guess I have to direct you to her now. That's fine. Fine by me. Naturally, she's in the dining hall partying. If you want to go and speak to the witch."
Who is this witch? Sorry?
Oh, who's the witch? Everybody knows who the witch is, okay? Okay? She stole Henry. And look, let's be frank here, okay? Or let's be Spanish or whatever we are going to be, right? It's fine. It's fine. I get it. I marry a king. Yeah, he's not always going to spend time with me, eh? But the fact that she was so fucking smug about it, you know?
You still seem like you're carrying a lot of baggage.
Oh, yeah, of course. I've been at Palace Girls for 50 years and I've used that to work on myself and overcome the trauma. Eh?
well, yeah.
Honestly.
Fair enough. Sorry, I seem to have overstepped the line.
See, you have actually.
I apologise.
I'm going to do the Eucharist now, so if you wouldn't mind.
Well, sorry. Which way are we?
No, just
headed?
this way. Down the corridor.
Thank you very much. And I hope you don't mind that we drank all your wine.
No, that is fine. I cannot drink it anymore anyway. Look, just use the key if I can be of help. I'm sorry. I have a lot going on. It's quite lonely here.
It's all right. You seem rather stressed.
Well,
I think you're coping terribly well given the circumstances.
Thank you. That is very kind of you to say. I appreciate it. Look, go meet Anne if you must. That's fine by me. I suppose it's not all her fault. She's just unpleasant, all she cares about is socializing and being, impressed by people who make art and music. That wasn't really what I went for. But you go, you enjoy, okay?
Thank you.
Bye. And Healy out of the room.
But adios.
And I guard march.
Clank, clank, clank. Wonderful. Making those three noises, you managed to sneak your way down the hallway. And now you are a little bit more practiced with the ghosts of Hampton Court Palace, Trish. You managed to catch the ghostly sound of chattering, as if there's some party going on in the dining hall. As you peer round the corner, you can see this colossal, beautiful banqueting hall. Tapestries line the wall, and Trish, you can see ghostly courtiers laughing and celebrating. At the centre of this melee is a beautiful young woman with a pendant in a B shape with 3 pearls hanging from her neck. She's speaking in French and then in English, and all the courtiers around her, these ghostly folk, laugh and guffaw. There is a ghostly banquet set up, which no one seems to be touching, but it is there. And someone bought it from Lidl and carried it all the way here. And and the only other thing that you notice is in the corner, there is a small raised stage with a lute set by.
Do I see all of the ghostly figures, or is just Trish?
I think until you solve this puzzle, only Trish sees the ghostly figures.
All right. Well, I just wander blindly into this room, and I sort of just look around, and I'm like, well, I don't really know how this works. Last time there was a poem, and that seemed pretty sort of direct and.
Sort of ignoring you, I walk into the room and I go, "Hello, pals. Anyone know the way out?"
The courtiers who have grumbled at being walked through by Jen immediately look at you and go, Oh, look at this. What a gorgeous. Oh, hello. Oh, my lady. Good morning. Oh. There is a hubbub of the courtiers kind of near the door headed towards Trish. There are a few kind of looking you up and down, not that you can tell, Jen, in a sort of disgusted sort of way. Just the fact that you've come in, you haven't, greeted them or anything. And you can see Anne is, she sort of turns her head towards you, Trish, curiously, and says, a new addition to the court.
Oh, I don't intend to stay. I'm actually on my way out. I was just looking for the exit, to be honest.
Oh, well, you can keep on going then. I do not think you were invited to the party anyway, so...
Oh, well, fair. Well, actually, we were sent here by what was it, Catherine of Aragon from the other room.
Fuck that lady. Oh, I wish she had died before she died, you know?
Not really. She seemed quite nice.
Oh, fine. I suppose she is all right. Either way, what did she want?
She said that
She bitter I did not invite her.
She said that you and all the other wives could help us in some way get out of this place.
Oh, I don't just help just anyone. You just come into my party and demand my help. Impress me or something.
Oh,
I demand fun. I demand fun. And the courtiers begin to chant, "We demand fun. We demand fun." And Anne goes, "Look, I've got a lute. Play it, and then I'll see if you're worthy to be part of my court."
I turn to Jen and I go, "Do you know how to play the lute?"
Sorry, are you talking to me?
Yes, of course.
You've just spent the last 45 minutes sort of meandering around the room having small talk with I don't know, apparitions, your imagination, sometimes your servant, but then not your servant. I don't know.
What are you talking about? Do you or do you not know how to play the lute?
Well, I'm very generic, so I could probably play a few notes.
Play some Nickelback or something.
Yes, but I dare say that perhaps all it would take is your stunning good looks, and the lute will play itself for you.
Boys, you seem to be assuming that this is going to be a roleplay challenge. This is a hard skills challenge. You two are going to have to sing and impress Anne Boleyn.
Oh,
Make up a song to impress Anne Boleyn.
Oh,
Well-
God.
do you know what happens if someone donates £200 to this stream?
I do not know what happens if someone donates
We
£200.
write a hit number
We
one.
write them a
A
number
number
one
one
hit
hit,
song.
Multiple hit number one.
We've done it all throughout the stream.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, in that case, consider Anne Boleyn donating £200. Okay.
So,
So
what have we got to work with
what
here?
we've got to work with here.
Loves to party. So I
lo-
think we're going LFMAO style, like party rock.
Yeah, okay.
Amber, what's her name?
Anne Boleyn.
And
Anne Boleyn in the banquet hall tonight.
That's no good. That's the ropiest thing.
Yeah, I know. Okay, but come on, work with me. Anne Boleyn.
Who's Anne Boleyn up on here?
Anne Boleyn.
Anne Boleyn into the party.
Anne Boleyn. Party night. Anne Boleyn.
Party night. Anne Boleyn. Party night. Anne Boleyn.
Party night. And then like more voices join in, and it crescendos, and then we drop, and then we go into a chorus. We go into
party.
a verse. Yep, Anne Boleyn party.
I'm playing this on the loop.
And behind the helmet, it's really good, like.
This goes on for 30 minutes.
And it's like from your vision, you've got all the ghosts like joining in, and from my vision, I'm just. It's like me just by myself in a hall in a helmet. Just...
30 minutes later, we are fully exhausted, just absolutely ruined.
All right, I'm going to pass this to chat. Do you think that this would have been impressive enough to Anne Boleyn in order to win her boon?
Oh,
Chat, let me
no,
know what you
chat.
think. Are you impressed enough by Anne Boleyn? Anne Boleyn? Anne Boleyn? Anne Boleyn?
Anne Boleyn, party night.
Anne Boleyn, party night.
Anne Boleyn,
Party night.
Anne Boleyn.
Party night.
Can we get the chat back up on the screen?
Yeah, okay,
More than happy.
We love it. All right.
We also had a £5 donation from Megan.
Oh,
Thank you
thank you,
very much,
Megan.
Party. So I'm doing this all.
I think that's decided it. Chat/Anne Boleyn is very, very impressed. Anne applauds, as are the courtiers, just a second after she starts applauding. Thank you very much. And she goes, oh, fine, that was actually really good, actually. I really like that. I like the way that you used my name.
you.
It was really, really great. That was really good.
Thank you. I learnt it a few minutes ago.
Oh, great. That's really nice. Well, I don't know your name and I really don't care. So here, take this. And she reaches to her neck and she hands you a ghostly facsimile of her bee pendant. And
Ghostly fax machine.
she hands you a
I'm
ghostly
pretty
fax
delirious right
machine.
now at this point.
She hands you she hands you a ghostly fax machine.
So it's a ghostly facsimile of what?
Of her B-shaped pendant, as in with a
Okay.
letter B.
Okay. Can Jen see the fact?
Yeah. Now that after you
What?
impress her, immediately Anne Boleyn and all her courtiers become visible to Jen.
I take the pendant and I hand it to you and I go, I think this will look lovely on you, darling.
Just spent the last 30 minutes spitting on my hand, and now there are ghosts here. But this is a lovely way to take off the edge.
Drool just drips from your visor.
I really don't know what you're talking about. They've been here the whole time.
Sort of a soggy-faced Jen.
Yeah. Okay. So I have
but
a
that's
B.
all right.
I have a B-shaped pendant thing.
Bex and Steve have donated £40.
Oh,
Thank you
lovely.
so
Becca
much.
and Steve, legends.
Oh, we're getting
Thanks,
close,
Bex and
Jonas. We're
Steve.
getting
Thank you
close.
so much. They're saving my hair.
That's
You're
amazing.
saving my
So
hair.
close.
That's legendary.
We are at
Bex.
£2,854.69.
Oh, amazing.
Like how many more pounds do we need? Like not even 150.
Not even 150.
Not even 150. Okay, so we've got the B pendant. I politely ask, would this item happen to have like any sort of particular use other than just being a particularly beautiful piece of accessory?
Well, it's particularly beautiful, and that could sort of lead to, I don't know, some kind of enthrallment or something. I don't know. I've never really had to use it, but
Okay.
you know,
That-
people
That
tend to
just
like it.
happens anyway.
Well,
doesn't it?
yeah, when you're as hot as us. Yeah, but not
pretty
everyone's
hot.
as hot as us, you know.
No,
Not everyone's like, you know.
the normals.
Yeah, exactly.
The
There's some-
normals.
there's some-
You said that to me, and I'm like, oh, and I think I know exactly who I'd like to use
Anne
this on.
Boleyn, after that,
but I'll wait.
donated £6.90.
Yes, Anne Boleyn.
Anne Boleyn, £6.90. Anne Boleyn, nice.
Who is currently the most eligible wife of Catherine of Aragon. Thank you. I love that. That's amazing. All right. Okay. We've got several more wives to visit. So Anne directs you to the salon. It's a beautiful, peaceful room with one side half open to the bright moon and the cold night. You, Trish, can see 3 ladies sat in chairs embroidering. In the middle of this trio is a blonde-haired, slightly plainer-faced lady. But she's radiant, and she seems to be embroidering a long bridal train that seems to go on and on into the mists. She looks up and she says, "Oh, good morning. My name's Jane. How are you?"
Hello, Jane. You don't happen to be one of the wives we're looking for, do you?
"Oh, yes, I am. Yeah, I'm number 3. Nice to meet you."
Lovely, lovely. Do you have some kind of strange quest we need to do, or
Oh.
something we need to impress you, or?
"Oh, well, I suppose if you want me to help you out with something, yeah, I'm happy to do that."
Yes, we're currently trying to escape this strange building.
"Oh, right, very nice. Yeah, well, I'd get out of here before I was dead. Yeah, it's probably a good idea, actually. I'm not really much for partying or religion. Obviously that's everyone's sort of bag, really. But I'm actually pretty good at needlework. So if you want to be, welcomed into my ladies in waiting, I'd quite like it if you prove that you were good at needlework. And servant, would you mind terribly fetching the equipment for the needlework?
Just turns to Jen and says, "Jen, do you know anything about needlework?"
Oh,
Trish.
once again, we've assumed that this is not going to be a hard
Trish.
skills challenge. Thank you very much, servant. Thank you. So, I thought it was a bad idea to give you actual embroidery needles. So I have shoes instead. Whichever one of you can relace these shoes. So take one shoe each.
Oh my god.
So, as you might be able to tell, the lace holes are quite hidden away. These are my actual shoes,
What the
chat.
fuck is this?
So, each of you should have a
Why do
lace.
you have puzzle shoes?
You have laces in your shoes. The fastest one gets the boon. Go!
I hadn't realised we'd be doing sort of a race segment.
Yes, absolutely.
I
You better
feel,
embroider. You
very
careful there. Careful.
incredibly unprepared for this, I'll tell you.
You better embroider them well, else I'll kick you out. I will.
I'll tell you what, I don't lace a lot of shoes in my
Oh
life.
dear. Well, you're obviously you're not lacing shoes, are you? You're embroidering swiftly.
Oh, yes, of course,
Right?
embroidering.
Oh, yes, of course.
Trish has started off really well. I think that mostly it looks like Jen is just shoving a lace annual to wear.
Well, I don't know.
They were supposed to lace clothes, Jen.
Of course.
Jen's just lined them up on one side.
I forget that there's an order to these things.
Jen has been awake so long, she's forgotten what a blooming shoe looks like. That's all right.
I'm a bit too generic for this sort of thing, you
That's
know?
all right. Are you just gonna tie a knot there? Okay, all right, that's fine. Let's take a look at how Trish. How are you doing?
I'm getting there.
Seem to be doing all right. Well done.
But I feel like I'm actually doing it.
Well, just
Well, you better hurry because you're about to be married off. It's
Okay, well,
light
if you
outside.
could
It's getting
just-
light.
If you give me like a few more minutes.
No, we don't have minutes. You're
Oh.
about to be married off to the eldritch horror that the king has become.
What, sorry?
Sorry, never mind. Keep on embroidering, would you?
Eldritch horror, what does that mean?
Oh, I don't know. Don't know really why I said
I
it.
think I used to know someone, but I think I used to know an Eldritch.
Really?
Yeah.
Westwind's brother, was he?
Yeah.
Nice to see you again, Westwind. Yes, very nice,
I
very
think
nice.
that's done.
Oh, let's take a look at this. Wonderful work. Yes,
oh
yes.
dear.
I think that's very
Oh
beautifully
dear.
done.
Well,
Very
I
nicely
suppose-
done,
I suppose
Miss
I
Trish.
can quit now.
There we go.
We've
that
had a
is
request
one
to see
completed shoe.
the work.
All right, pause your work, Lady Jen.
Let me
Pause
just
your
do-
work.
I'm just doing one more. Okay.
Pause your work. Okay, all right. Do you know what? These are actually pretty close. Servant, do you mind showing the old the old chat. Thank you very much for creeping. Thank you. Quite right. You might show in the old camera. Those are actually very
a bit
well done
darker,
shoes.
It's a bit dark.
Which
yeah.
is a relief.
Off the line. There you go.
It's a relief because I did not actually bring spare shoes.
It's not better. But...
That's. I mean, they're very well done.
The-
Very
yeah,
well
The
done.
exposure's locked, but yeah.
Very well done. Right, well, you both have actually impressed greatly, to be honest. Well done, both of you. But obviously, Trish finished a little faster than you did, Jen. But don't you worry. You know, some of us don't always come first, and eventually we become queens. So don't worry.
It's I always want Trish to come first. So
Oh well, that's great. Well done. Yeah, no,
what
she's
can I
done
say?
it.
Bit of a saint.
What are you two talking about? Sorry.
Hey, here, have this. And she embroiders, whip quick, a little shield into the corner of your dress, Trish. And she says, "This is just in case you need a little bit of help or protection. I'm here to look after you. Now, are you all fed and watered before I send you on to the next? And well, she can be a little intense."
Yes. Where are we headed?
Oh well, of course you're headed. You're actually headed down to the kitchens this time. So you go, you enjoy.
Oh, did I steal your pen? Yes, I did.
Ponderous, horrified face. Like,
You fuck.
that's all right. You can head on down to the kitchens now. Lovely to see you, ladies. You take care, all right?
Fantastic. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
you're very
This is
welcome.
lovely. It
Oh.
does kind of spoil my dress, but you know,
Oh, all right. Well, you know, we can't all be choosers, can we?
I can. I have been most of my life.
Well, fair point. Fair point. Oh, you're not gonna love Anne then. Right. So down.
means she chose me.
Ah, okay. Down into the
Happened to cross.
down into the kitchen. You open the doors to the large stone kitchen, and you're greeted by a kindly looking elderly man. He seems to be in a chef's hat and apron, and alongside him, sort of pacing back and forth, is somebody covered in sort of smears of pastels and paints, smears of graphite and lead, and fretting, pacing back and forth. This cook says, oh, we wave, hello, yay, waves.
Toby's not going to make it to 3
Just
p.m.
Oh,
saying
that's
good
valid.
night still. And...
Sleep well, Sylvie. So you see these two figures. The cook kind of leans in and greets you and goes, "Good morning. Sorry we're closed at the moment, but if you want, I can cook you up something."
Are you the next wife?
Fuck. No, I mean, no, of course not. No, I'm
Oh.
just a cook.
All right, sorry. I don't know what they look like.
No, well, definitely not like a cook, you know. I'm not a wife. I'm a
Don't
cook.
sell yourself short. You would make a fantastic wife, I'm sure.
Oh, thank you. Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. Describe. Is it one individual or two individuals?
There are two. There is a cook who seems to be kind of welcoming you in, and then there is someone kind of smeared in like paint and pastel colours, sort of fretting, walking back and forth.
Of course. I recognise one of these two individuals, don't I, from my LinkedIn Premium subscription?
Yeah.
So I know a little bit more about them than I would do upon a first meeting.
Yeah.
Because I've got their connection profile details.
Yeah,
Actually.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, Lincoln Premium has actually told you a lot about this artist. Yeah. They are somebody who is a very famous artist. Yeah. They are actually Holbein the Younger, the youngest of sort of the Holbein dynasty. You know,
Holbeins.
obviously there was Holbein the Elder and then Holbein the Younger. And now this is Holbein the Younger. And he's a very skinny boy, really fretting on his start into the art world. And obviously, you know it is his goal to find something really impressive to draw something really impressive. And you would actually know from his latest status update, which was Lincoln sort of doing a town crier thing that let you know that if he doesn't actually find something impressive to present as a king on the day of your weddings, he is going to be executed.
I see.
Yeah.
I sort of well, first I let the chef, I suppose, do
Yeah.
do their introduction before I run off, and I would like to sort of introduce myself to Holbein
Oh,
Younger.
Oh yeah, hello. I'm in a bit of a pickle right now. How are you?
I'm quite fine, thank you. I understand from Lincoln Inn that you're working on the latest piece, trying to impress the king.
Oh yeah, I am. Oh, my network finally comes through for me.
What can I say?
It's nice to meet you. I hope I'm the younger.
Lovely to meet you. Yes,
Yes, yeah.
I'm generic wife, a spouse, even generic spouse.
Well, it is always wonderful to meet a beautiful lady. The day that I will be executed. It'll be fine.
What could we do for you at this late hour that could assist you in your painting endeavors?
Oh, well, obviously, I don't mean to impose, but I will die if I don't present the king with impressive artwork, and I only have about 90 seconds to put together an impressive piece of artwork.
I see.
So, if you have any canvases, and he gives you 2 canvases that are completely blank, that seem to sort of wipe clean, and he makes sure that you both have something to draw on the wipe clean canvas with. And then he says, "Oh, well, I have about 90 seconds before the guards turn up, so please make something whip quick, okay? Thank you very much. Go."
Do you have anything in particular in mind?
Oh, just something that you think would impress the king.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I feel be killed. And I'm very young. Like, not under 18 young, but I've sort of got my whole life ahead of me. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm from Germany.
I want to dry wipe, but I
Germany's
haven't
not
got a
really
dry
a thing.
wipe. Sorry.
Oh, you can use the corner of the cook's apron. Yeah, you can use my apron. I don't care. Yeah, so there we go. So something that is impressive because you've had like 30 seconds of your time, and frankly, not to be a little critical bun, but I don't see much impressiveness. I can hear the guards actually coming, but it sounds like they may be one reduced. Sounds like there used to be more footsteps than are now coming down. That is very strange. Yeah, this is we've got maybe 40 seconds left, so like no pressure or anything, but my entire young life does actually depend on you doing this very well. So no pressure, okay? All right, okay, so that's about 30
I
seconds.
don't
So.
think you'll appreciate it.
No, that is okay. That is fine. As long as it is art that Henry enjoys, that will be fine. If you're drawing me right now, that's fine, actually. I'm very, very handsome as Hans the youngest, Holbein the
No,
youngest,
it's a
the younger.
portrait of Henry.
Oh, good. Oh, well, that's fine. Well, I'm not Henry, so I would not be offended, and everything is fine. All right, well, we got about 10 more seconds for your artistic beauties, okay? All right, 5 more seconds, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Amazing.
I want you to present, of course, his kingship with a futuristic weapon. It is a saber made of light.
Oh, yeah.
Given that Henry loves to behead and kill so quick, I think
does.
a weapon of the future would impress his lordship beyond anything that you could invent in today's modern standards. And I, of course, depicted the weapon slicing through a neck for his lordship.
Yeah, okay, this is great. I love this. Trish, why don't you take me through what you've done?
Oh, well, I've drawn just a pretty standard portrait of Henry VIII.
Yeah, it looks exactly like Henry
It looks
VIII.
exactly like Henry VIII.
It looks amazingly like Henry VIII.
It's almost as
actually.
if it were a photo, even though those haven't been invented. But if there was such thing as a photograph,
Yeah, this
this
is
would
very
be it.
impressive. This is very impressive. Can we get a little poll in chat? Is that acceptable? I know that we have lost the voice of God, but is this okay that we can have a little poll in chat? Do we prefer the lightsaber, the most efficient way of chopping off the head of a wife, or do we enjoy the 100% accurate Holbein portrait of Henry VIII? Which do we prefer? And I know we've only got 15 minutes left of the segment, so
I
we'd
think I've
better.
made you look very sleepy.
Often there are reflections of the artist in the art. It's a little pog in chat, please.
Okay, there's a poll in chat. Vote that it should appear at the top of the chat. Everybody vote away.
That's so fast. That wasn't me.
That's very impressive.
Ray did it, yeah.
Oh,
Ray beat you to it.
Oh,
incredible work, Ray.
Right. There's a lot of votes for the portrait
Oh,
already.
the portrait. This is great because it would be egotistical for me to vote the portrait. But if you vote the portraits, then I just get a nice portrait of me, I mean, a portrait of the king. But also, we fucking love a lightsaber,
Everyone fucking
No one,
loves the lightsaber.
no one appreciates the originality
One
of.
person likes a lightsaber, don't worry. At least one person likes a lightsaber. And as an artist, I find this very, very inspiring. Um,
I feel like this whole stream I've just been
Oh.
punished for my lack of knowledge and skills.
yeah, exactly. Oh, it's two to 5. All right. Oh, it's 3 to 5. Oh no, I was going to say maybe we end the poll, but this is getting very intense.
These are my
It's
my
nearing
pick.
its end. It's nearing its
Nearing
end.
its end. Oh, if you like the lightsaber, get in red now.
Last second votes, everybody.
Oh, no pressure. Oh, a 6 vote for the portrait. Oh, 7 votes for
Yeah.
the portrait. Oh, we've got 10 contributors to this poll. This is great, Oh, but 1 vote for the lightsaber.
The lightsaber, it's so tense.
Oh, the excitement. I
So
cannot wait.
tense.
This is great. This is so good, yeah?
It's the last second.
Oh,
Get in there if you want to get your votes in.
get on in. Perhaps
It's
share
almost
the
out of
link.
time.
Perhaps shares a link to the stream so everybody can come and get in.
There
my
we
goodness,
go.
There is an hour. Oh, the portrait. A well fought battle. A very well fought battle.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you. As the guards kind of deliberate and ponder on which of these pieces of art is more impressive, eventually they settle on the portrait. These the guards hoist Holbein the Younger up by his underarms and say, "You're going to present this to the king." And away they go, whisking Trish's portrait with him. You see the artist leans over his shoulder as he's dragged away and goes, "Thank you very much." Meanwhile, you are left in the kitchen with the cook, who starts giggling. Yes.
Leave me a recommendation on via LinkedIn.
Yeah, I feel don't worry. I'll recommend your network to my network.
Well, that was fun, but we still haven't found the wife we were looking for.
That was really good. You guys are really good at that. It's so funny. And you can see the visage of the chef ripples away to show you a totally fine-looking German woman. Hi, you guys. I'm Anne of Cleves. This is really funny.
You lied to me. You told me you weren't the wife.
Yeah. Well,
That's very rude of you.
yeah. Well,
I
perhaps
can't believe you were lied to with such beautiful looks.
Wow.
beauty is not everything. People will assume a lot about you because of your beauty. You've got to be careful of that.
It is a lot of things, though.
Yeah.
About 15 things.
There's quite a lot of your things, yes.
Yes.
It's a lot
It's
of
a
things.
very significant amount of your things, yes.
Yes.
Look, but it's not everything, I mean, I was not as beautiful as Henry suspected, but I ended up being very rich, and it was great until I was sacrificed ritually on the altar.
I keep hearing a lot of talk about this altar, this sacrificing. Should I be worried?
No, I'm sure it's fine. Here, have this. And she hands you one of the paintbrushes that seems to have scattered as the artist was hauled out of the way. And she says, "Look, if you want to change something into something else, you use this paintbrush, okay?"
Paintbrush.
Yeah. I will hurry you into the next room, because I'm conscious of the timing. But thank you. It was so nice to meet you. And we have a lovely time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You are directed to the Undercroft, this huge vaulted room. As you step out, the Undercroft is kind of half outside. It's an area, kind of a colonnaded area. You see it's already mid-morning. It is swiftly approaching your lunchtime wedding. And under the Undercroft, you see so Jen, you see kind of a small pack of hunting dogs, and Trish, you see in the middle of these hunting dogs, just sort of humming to herself, patting a dog on the head. There's quite a young woman, maybe 18, 19. She's sort of just chilling out, petting a dog. She looks up and goes, "You all right?"
Hello. Is it all right to pet your dogs?
"Yeah, fine, go ahead."
I come over and I pet the dogs and I go, "Oh, you don't happen to be the wife we're looking for, do you?"
"Whose wife?"
Well, we've just had them described as wives, but I assume it's the big fella.
"Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's me. Why, is he with you?"
No, in fact, we're actually trying to leave.
"Oh, great. Oh, great. Can I come with you?"
Sure.
"Oh,
Yeah.
Great. All right, cool. Yeah. Just one quick question before we travel together and hang out and stuff. Are you fun?
Are we fine?
Are you fun? Like,
Oh,
are you fun? Because I like, everyone else is so stuffy up in that castle. That's why I hang out down here."
A lot of people call me fun.
I mean,
They
Anne
only ever really say nice things about me.
Boyne just called us quite fun, actually.
Oh.
We livened up her party. I don't know if
Oh,
that's...
that's nice. If you've been talking to my cousin, I'll tell you what. I don't know about you, but I quite like dancing. Actually, I'm Catherine, by the way. Catherine Howard. Nice to meet you. You're right.
Hi, Catherine Howard.
You remember me from being the youngest of us all. Yep. And married to someone who was almost 50. But you know what? I'm fine about it. It's much more peaceful now I'm dead. Actually, you know what? If you want to prove that, I should come with you and help you out, you got to prove that you're fun. You got to do an impressive dance for me.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you can remember the Infinity Heart dance from 12 hours ago,
Oh God.
I will not make you roll for this.
What's
Infinity Heart.
The Infinity Heart dance
Yeah.
was like.
So it was
But you can do.
heart pumping, blood flowing to the feet, and then we did this for some reason.
Heart
pumping,
pumping, blood
blood
flows to the feet, dance to the funky beat.
Oh yes, and we
Heart
kicked.
pumping, blood flowing to the feet, dance to the funky
One more
beat.
time.
Heart pumping,
blood flowing to the feet, dance to the funky beat.
Yeah, very nicely done. Right, love it. Yes, 100%. Catherine is cheering. She does the heart pumping, blood moving to the feet, dance the pumping feet, pumping
We
beat.
just got a £20 donation from Rye. Thank you very
Aw.
much.
Oh, amazing. Thank you,
Oh,
Ryan.
thank you so much. It's
It
very
would've been
kind
your
of you.
dancing. 100% your dancing has won us.
Yeah,
100%,
thanks for donating to the Infinite Heart.
Thank you very much.
We're getting close, guys. I'm just taking a look at that. We're 95.4%.
Yeah,
funded
we've
that.
got
Ooh.
£2,881.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's so good.
All right, so Catherine,
Such a shame that we're just not going to hit 3,000, are we? Because, that would be... What a milestone to miss, eh?
yeah.
What a disappointment.
I mean, that's not that much money for you to put into yourself, my friend.
It's true.
That's a lot more money to me than you think it might be right now.
Catherine hands an axe over to you, like a big fucking executioner's axe. And she
No,
says,
Absolutely.
look, Jen, I like you. I like the fact that you remember the dance. I like the fact that you are fully committed to the dance. Look, this is pretty generic in terms of axes. It's called a big fucking axe, but it does give you bonuses if you're chopping the head off that bastard who killed me.
You do have the meteor hands. You should probably hold it.
Oh, notice my hands after all this time.
I like the meaty.
Right, up to the library with you two, and if you need me, you call me, all right?
All right.
So you head to the library, and the final wife, Catherine Parr, she is sat alone, calmly at a lectern. There is a little ghostly candle flickering. Obviously, Trish, you can see this, Jen, you can't yet. She looks up and she goes, welcome. I take it you've met the other five.
If you mean wives, yes?
Good. I'm the last one. And that's quite good because it seems like the time of your wedding and lunch is growing very near.
About 5 minutes, I'd say.
About 5 minutes. In that case, look, I'm a very good writer. Actually, I've written a lot of books. I feel like it's really important. I'm actually remarkable for women of my age in terms of the writing that I've done. So I'd like you to prove that you're a good quality writer. I'd like you to write a little rhyme about the kind of queen you think you would be. It must rhyme and it must be fun. And then I'll give you some help, and then you can make it to the wedding, or make it to Seymour Gate. You are nearly there. In fact, my library overlooks the courtyard.
Okay.
No pressure.
Hold on. I've got the middle part.
You've got the middle part. This is the part of the stream where we really see the effect of sleep deprivation on ability to rhyme. It's going to be really fun. If you've got any rhymes to help them out, chat, please feel free to supply them. Or some
Vicky's
rhymes to
secret-
screw them over.
Vicky's secret purpose is actually just experimentation on sleep deprived people.
It's true. It's true. This entire thing is a study. So just like the study that they've met Catherine Parr
Boobs.
in. Oh yeah, Koto's pointed out £118.41 to save the Jer, brackets Jonas Hare. Thank you, Koto, for the maths and the portmanteau. Incredible work. We've got another JoJo themed tattoo coming up for Rye's excellent donation. I mean, take a look at these donations. They're just incredible, aren't they? They're just wonderful. Oh my goodness. Emmy's gone for 25. Thank you so much.
£25 donation from Emmy. Thank you very much. That brings us to £2,906.
Oh my goodness me. We're getting ever closer. Do we think we'll hit the Jonas Shave reprieve by the end of the game? I don't know. All I know is I want to hear some poems.
Hold on.
We shouldn't. So, in terms of pacing, as
Okay.
someone who does this quite often, I'm mostly just intrigued about how front-weighted this game was because of all of the gay sex that we put into it. I can see where the pacing might have got a little.
Where when you said cut to 2 hours of gay sex, I didn't know you had
hours,
actually made us sit in silence and time it.
It's an immersive storytelling experience. Draw the pictures, Jonas. Draw the pictures.
Look, you can RP the scene or you can wait for it to end. The choice is yours. It's playing out in my head. I promise you that much.
All I know is that the scene is going to go till it's done.
I know you're used to rounds lasting 6 seconds, but I'm sorry, these are my rules.
Yeah. Thank you, Ray. Ray, appreciating.
Thank you to everyone who is donating. Thank you to Emmy. Thank you to Rye. It's so good to see you both. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the stream. You might stop these people from cutting my hair in less than an hour.
Maybe. All right, are we ready to hear our poems?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, fabulous. In that case, Trish, why don't you go first and then we'll go to Jen.
I remember what the meter is supposed to be with this. I'm Lady Trisha from Devonshire. The men in dark cloaks brought me here. I'm pretty and fun with a spooky bum, and on my wedding day I'll disappear.
All right. Can you top the spooky bum? I mean, that's incredible
You
work.
asked me what kind of queen I would be.
Yes.
So I've said.
I forgot about that bit.
I've said, super average, queen on the screen, no name actor, only scene. To be a nameless queen isn't terrific. The eternal pain of being generic.
Oh, it did. It had tragedy. That one was a limerick. Oh my goodness me. Do you know what? For timing reasons, unless anybody has a particular, I mean, we've got cheering for Jonah in chat. Jonas, sorry, we've got cheering for Jonas. Cheering for
Genesis
both.
was better.
I mean, Jonas's was incredible. I think it's got to go to Jen.
Genesis was actually good.
Don't you ever do down the word spooky bum.
I wrote, the first thing I wrote was, I'm pretty and fun with a spooky bum. And then I built the rest of it around that.
And you're right. You're absolutely right. That goes to Jonas. Well, handily won. Catherine gives you a book entitled The Lamentation of a Sinner. And she says, this is a maybe the only holy presence left in Hampton Court. You'll know what to do when the time comes, okay?
I see.
As you take the book from Catherine Parr, you hear the bells of the chapel beginning to chime. As you hurry down the stairway and out into Seymour Court, the Croft, you have a choice. You can make a run for the gate on your left, potential freedom, make it somewhere else, or you can turn to the right, look to the chapel, and try and end this cycle of weddings.
I reckon we can boss this bitch, but we've got to go super fast.
Well, I'm game if you are.
Hell yes.
All right, you sprint into the chapel.
I healy in.
You
Yeah.
healy into the chapel, but your healies step up another gear, and they go.
Yeah.
West wind is blowing your skirt, so you go faster. In the chapel, you can see all of the great and the good and the trapped of England gathering for a wedding. You can see finally the man that none of you have seen except in portraits ever in your life, Henry VIII. The wonderful king in all of his finery, standing at the altar. All of his shady courtiers standing round him in attendance. As the chapel doors burst open, and you two are standing there in your grubby nightgowns and armor. You see Henry turn his head almost too far to look at you, and he says, "Ah, how good of you to make your own way to our weddings. I intended to marry you separately, but we can start our lives together now. That's fine." You see Henry's shadow starts to lengthen, and up the bare walls of the chapel there come curling tentacles of darkness that reach towards you and try to grab you and bring you into the swirling mass of sinister darkness that was once the King of England. Everybody roll huntsman to see who goes first.
Oh my lord, we're rolling stats.
Rolling stats, we're rolling super fast because we are nearly done.
I didn't do very well. 4 plus 6, 10.
Okay, lovely. We got 11
Engaged,
and 10.
engaged 10.
Okay, all right. So we got Trish, Jen. Unfortunately, I mean, Henry rolled a 17, gets to add +3, so he's going first, and then the coach is going last. Right. Okay. So, Henry is going to reach towards you with these shadowy tentacles. He's going to try and grasp at you both using his unique talent, Divorced, Beheaded, Undead. Henry is an eldritch being made of shadow and evil. So he is going to grab towards you. This is going to be a physical roll to try and physically grab you two with his.
Can I use my little shield to do something?
Absolutely, you can. So let him roll first to see if you want to, and then. Yeah, I would recommend it. An 8 and a 17 again. How interesting. So you're going to resist using your shield.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So you grab Jane Seymour's shield, and this radiant burst of angelic light appears before you. A completely average-faced angel with a beautiful embroidered robe bursts into light in front of you, holding a hefty shield, and deflects these tentacles from both of you. You are protected by the Angel of Light, but your Jane Seymour boon is gone. Trish, what do you want to do?
Oh, that's
Trish.
me. Yeah, sorry.
Come on, spooky bum.
I got a key
Hop to it.
and a paintbrush. The key's for good luck. The paintbrush. What was the paintbrush? What did the paintbrush do?
It will turn something into literally anything else.
Turn something into literally anything else. Can I just paint Henry into a small mouse?
If you can get to Henry, you can absolutely try.
I healy towards Henry with my paintbrush out.
Wonderful. All right, you heely down the main aisle towards Henry.
I'm coming for you, you fat fuck.
Come on then. And you paintbrush him into a small mouth. Wonderful. All right, he's going to use his. He's going to try and use his social to resist this. Unto my lady true. So he's going to roll his social. You're going to roll an attack with your paintbrush. Whatever you think you would like to use your paintbrush with. If you want.
Oh, my views.
Fine, because it's art related.
So that's a 5 plus 15, so that's a 20.
Yeah. He got a 12, but yeah, that 20 is not going to do anything. So the difference between the two of you means that his social stat is now completely reduced to 0. He's taking the consequence, and he's taking the consequence of is now a small mouse.
Okay.
So he is still the King of England, but he is also now a small mouse. And you hear sort of German accented laughter as Anne of Cleves ensures that actually we can all look like something fucking else, can't we, Henry? Wonderful. All right. So that is one of his stats reduced. Jen, what would you like to do? You see this mouse, but somehow this mouse is still quite physically strong. It appears quite intimidating, and it's quite smart.
Are there individuals in this room who are hostile to us other than Henry?
Yes, there is a whole kind of mob of these shadowy courtiers.
I raise up the pendant with the letter B, and I like strike a pose, and for the first time I'm like, love me, as I attempt to seduce everyone in the room to my side, and I'm like, it's like holding the hand up like disco flare kind of pose. I'm like, shh.
I love that. That's definitely a social roll, isn't it? All right. In that case, go ahead and roll a courtly tactics roll. I'm going to roll the news about town, which is their social one to try and resist.
My unique talent, does that give me the +2 to that?
Yeah, I think you can do that.
Yes,
You know
thank you.
what impresses people thanks
I,
to Lincoln
I know all the
Premiums.
trends, actually, yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay. You've got to beat. Oh, that's quite tough.
Yes. That's not good. A 5 plus 6 is an 11.
Oh,
It's not very good.
You're too short. Oh,
Can
but
your
hold on.
Can your key re-roll me?
Jonas, have you added your +2 from your LinkedIn?
I think I was, yes.
You've already
Sorry.
added
I
it.
think I was going 5.
5.
+4 is 9, +2 is 11.
+2 is... Ah,
Can I
that's
use
so
the
unlucky. You're
key
2
to
off.
help?
Absolutely, if you want to re-roll.
I throw the key at her.
And it hits me in the head, but it means I actually
it's interesting.
I fix the pose a little bit.
Ooh.
It's now an 8 plus 6, which is 3 more than what it was for 14.
A 14 will just do it. It will beat their roll of 13. That is
Yes.
spectacular. So they all immediately, their eyes go over to you, and there's this bubbling kind of muttering of these kind of droning sonorous courtiers as they begin to head towards you and swarm towards you. Their social is going to be reduced, and their consequence is going to be obsessed with Jen. Brackets sexily.
Not generic.
Not generic. Well, that's great because the courtiers are going to try and they are really obsessed with you and they really want to know where you got this outfit. So they're going to launch an appearance attack on you. They're going to be trying to see are these clothes up to standard? Where did you get them? Are they very, very impressive? Ooh, it's going to be a 6. What would you like to defend with?
Oh, well, I'd like to defend with intellect.
Excellent.
They're the clothes of your guards, actually. Quite good. 11 plus 6 or something, so 17.
17.
And engage 17.
Having been completely fucking humiliated by the fact they didn't even recognize the clothes of their own guards and they pretended that they were like Milanese fashion, the courtiers screech in horror, each of them making excuses as to why they have to return to their individual shire, and they dissipate into the kind of heavy mists of the chapel.
Very embarrassing.
The courtiers are humiliated out of the fight. It is just you two and Henry is about to try to outwit you. He looks at you all, this kind of mouse standing on his hind legs, this hefty crown there, and he says, I have seen beyond anything in your small imaginations. I am the king. I am divine commander of the faith. I am your god. And he is going to try and use his eldritch knowledge to intimidate you. Whatever you'd like to defend with, you may.
Anything.
Yes, absolutely.
So Holbein's mute.
No, except Holbein's mute. You can't sexy your way out of religion. That's just not how.
Why not?
Explain and I'll consider it.
I am. There was a thing about godliness being related, like goodness and godliness being related to beauty, and how there was a court case. It was in Japan or somewhere. There was someone who was like, basically they argued that they couldn't possibly have done the thing because they were so beautiful.
Is this the ancient Greek trial of the prostitute where she was supposed to be punished and then argued that destroying her body would be a slight against the gods because she was so beautiful?
That's it. That's what I'm talking
You're
about.
like, you can't possibly have God on your side. God's on my
Look
side.
at this.
Fucking look at
Look
me.
at this.
Fine, defend with Holbein's views. Jen.
Whereas I'm just like, I've got this big fucking axe. So I just use physical.
Amazing. All right. Okay. So you're going to try and use Catherine Howard's axe to defend you.
It's a magic and anti-Henry axe.
Great.
So...
It's a big fucking axe.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go for it. Ooh, okay. All right. Go for it.
Anne Boleyn donated £3.41. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anne
Yes, Anne
Boleyn.
Boleyn,
Your
thank
donations
you.
to our cause are excellent. I rolled an 11. I'm just trying to. 11 plus 6 is 17.
17. And what was your Holbein's views roll?
27.
How did you make a rogue in my D20 system? How did you make a rogue?
A bard, surely.
Henry stops and his voice kind of stutters in his throat. And you see for a second the shadows almost withdraw from this kind of pathetic muse that they've been playing with. This man who was so obsessed with power and controlling others that nobody ever held him accountable for whether he was good enough to have this kind of power, to have this kind of ability to kill people just because he didn't like them, the ability to claim that he's the voice of God when clearly he's been only obsessed with his self-interest. And slowly you see these eldritch horrors draw back this energy, and then it starts getting fucking angry. And it bursts back into this tiny little mouse body and starts ripping it apart, like the hair by hair, inch by inch, tiny molecule by tiny molecule, filling it with so much eldritch power. You want fucking power, then you have fucking power. And everything is silent in the chapel. The guests and attendees blink and look around, confused as to why they're here and not at home or in court. It seems that no one has a recollection of why they were here. No one seems to have a recollection at all of anything except, didn't Henry actually have a daughter? Someone should go and talk to her, maybe. Someone should try and find her, right? But you two, as you step out of the chapel, staggering a little, the axe dissipating in your hands, you know what actually happened. So Jen and Trish, with the truth of the nature of Henry's sinister reign revealed to you, the succession crisis seemingly settled by someone who has managed to be smuggled away from all this, what do you do with your newfound freedom?
As Henry dissipates retroactively, I said, status update, looking for work. Got him. We
Do you want to find like a little cabin in the woods or something and shack up?
yeah, I think we just drink and fuck our lives away.
Sounds great to me.
And Wild West, you can watch West Wind.
How you doing? How are you doing, Westwind?
You know, my lady, I'm very happy with how things are.
Excellent. I don't really care. Come on, let's go.
And the sun sets.
As Trish and Jen ride off to have a wonderful sapphic time in the woods for the rest of their lives, a golden age of culture and religious tolerance settles over England as things are truly reformed and the end of Henry VIII's tyrannical and eldritch reign is nigh. Well done. You
end.
have survived and escaped Henry VIII.
Oh.
That was amazing. That was so good.
Guys, it
Vicky.
was me the whole time. Did you know that?
Oh, shit.
It was me. Hi, it's me. It's
Whoa.
Vic. Hi.
Vicky.
Hi.
Hello,
So
Vicky.
nice to
Oh
see
my
you.
god, it's so good to see you.
Congratulations.
Oh my god. It'd be so good to catch up, but fucking hell, we've got like 46 minutes left.
I better go then. I better fuck right off.
You
Yes.
have a major fan club in chat. Is there anything I can plug for you or send them to or whatnot?
Oh, thank you guys so much. All right, let me put the audio. Yeah, absolutely. So I've got a little D&D podcast that's kind of finished now, but it's quite good. Oh, thanks, Ray. Oh, look at that. Oh, well, I don't even have to do it. Thank you so much. If you guys fancy a fun podcast with more of this wanker telling you stories, then that's that. Otherwise, just go and donate if you really enjoyed it. I know you guys already have been, which is fantastic. But share the stream. We've got an hour left. Let's save James's hair, you know.
It's not so it's her.
Or get it to. I think it would be the fucking funniest thing if we got to 2999.99. That's what I really want.
At that point, Jonas can donate 10p.
The very last second.
As the clippers get closer to my forehead, I am rushing, doing two-step authentication, going into Monzo and entering my PIN number.
Going down to 1% battery.
Chat, don't put him through that. Put him out of his misery.
Fine.
I'm only a little bit stressed.
So it's really only £90 left. We've raised nearly $3,000. So
Fucking hell.
Collectively, if you guys can make that. Okay, Rosemary has donated £20.
Oh my god,
amazing.
We are now £70 away from our $3,000 goal.
Oh, because if I have the haircut, I'm going to cancel all the D&D sessions, Rosemary, so thank you. I'll be too ashamed to come.
We're so close, £70
fuck.
to go.
That's fantastic.
This is...
This has been absurd.
This is
has
so
been the
nerve-wracking.
Most absurd thing that we've done in
This
such
is
a
worse
long
than fighting
time.
Henry.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the totally relaxed combat?
Oh no, I think you put that to the highest difficulty.
Yeah.
I could see advantage being rolled at times. I
Oh,
could
yeah.
see modifiers through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
And you were definitely rules as written going through all of the strictness.
To be
of
fair,
the-
I was going rules as written, but I wrote the rules. I can do what the fuck I like. Actually, I've really enjoyed playing Fate recently with a channel called Christian's Brain, which is really fun. I fucking love the Fate system and Fate Accelerated. And it lets you have, in effect, like unique talents like what we have, but you can use them to add to a roll, but you have to pay fate points.
Right.
And you pay them to your GM, and then your GM can use that to activate the abilities of their bad guys.
I see.
So it's a payoff of whether or not succeeding at this roll you probably can do, but you know, a couple of rounds later, are you really going to be screwed? So that kind of narrative thing. So yeah, I don't necessarily know if this is going to be a published D20 system, but let's find out.
There's a consternation in chat about the people who wanted Jonas to shave his head. But I think that what we need to remember is that this is all for Potts UK.
It's all for charity.
It's not really about
It's
the
all for
shaving
charity.
of
It's
the
nothing
head.
to do with my hair. But also, please
Another
donate.
£10 from Navi. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
Navi
We are
and
now-
Mary.
Mary donated
Everyone coming out the
£20.
woodworks. All the warriors.
Mary donated £20, which means
Gripping my hair now. Just think about what you. Save this one.
It's great hair.
I named this strand. Patrick, don't leave me, Patrick.
We can leave just Patrick.
Skin and one loose.
I think I remember when you were like a teenager, you had quite like shorter hair for a bit, but
Yeah.
basically since I've known you as an adult, you've had dreads, right?
Well, I got my hair cut in like 2016, 2017, so I got a reset then.
I shaved my beard.
Went back out to spiky, back out to dreadlocks, back out to
But
this.
I can
Yeah.
change into it after that.
And had like a few.
In fact,
I had
should
like
we get
2
that set up?
haircuts since then. But yeah, it's. I've gone to long dreads, cut, and then a year later, long dreads again, and then I've not cut since. So
Oh, interesting. Okay, so from like 2016, you've not had it.
more or less, yeah, 2016, 2017.
Right.
And my promise here is if we get to 3,000, I'm not going to cut my hair for another 3 years.
Oh yeah,
So
I remember that from last night.
I'm going to go into my Google Calendar and I'm going to go 3 years in the future and I'm going to like put a date, a reminder that says like you can cut your hair from this point onwards. You
That would
know,
look amazing, actually. That would look so cool.
yeah.
Can we put those beautiful little like metal bands and stuff and little beads in?
I've been thinking of buying like little Afro accessory, like dread accessories, but also my hair's like very inconsistent because it naturally knots like this. It's not being tied. So yeah, just thinking like how best to implement, like if I do accessories in the hair, how best to implement them.
You could look like a proper like fantasy elf. Is basically my pitch for everyone's hair, just to be clear. But like that would be awesome. Just have little like silver bits in.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think about it every now and then, and especially with the number of friends I've got that like LARP and you know love to cosplay.
When are you
and
coming laughing?
things.
That's my question. When are you
Um,
coming laughing?
I don't know. Have you been going to Empire recently?
Oh heck yeah! I can't make you
Oh.
3, but I'm
Oh,
off
that's so
3 for-
lovely. We've
that
got
high?
definitely got Evie, who was in chat earlier, or Lady Cupcake. Lady Cupcake is most definitely a LARP goer.
Awesome.
There you are,
Hi.
Lady Cupcake.
What systems do you
Um,
play?
Oh, I might be able to tell you if I find the messages.
Amazing. I've seen fate points. That's such a good idea. That's such a good idea. Empire, yeah, I play the Brass Coast. Sorry, I'm just 100% stealing. Why is there a... Oh, for the
You're shaving
shaving.
my beard.
Yeah. The,
my God.
The beer
Sorry for all
needs
the rattling and noise, everybody.
the beer needs to go
Idea.
now.
It's a good idea.
Could we also get could we get the bottle of bubbly and some glasses?
That's so
Oh, they're
fun.
all set up.
Oh my
Lady
god.
Cupcake, what nation do you play? Do you also play the Brass Coast? Do you play the Breast Nation?
Yeah. Evie is just absolutely one of my favorite people of all time, and I just love that Evie goes and does LARP and lives on a narrowboat.
Oh my god.
Just a very cool person.
Oh my god. Wait,
Um,
what's your character name? Maybe we know each other. If
Maybe
if we don't, come hang at E4. My family runs a tea house. Let's go.
So we have 40 minutes left, and we're currently at 296969.
Oh, that's a nice. People don't want to
Nice.
Kraken Fire Armada.
So you know, like the Jackals. You know, like Florina and Inez and Delphina. My god, that's amazing. They're fucking legends. Sorry, I've just completely hijacked for
Yeah,
LARP chat.
and you're both very much Oxford people as well, so you've got
Really?
that overlap.
That's so
Yeah,
fun.
I need this.
That's amazing.
that's not mine.
Oh,
I
Graham.
don't know.
That's mine. If it's all got coconut, then yeah.
Right.
It's the end. It's going to look pretty.
Aw.
I don't really know what I'm doing with beard shaving. Do you expect me to do the beard
No,
shaving?
no. Well, you don't need to. I can do it.
Okay.
Um.
I just want to make sure, like,
Yes, don't- we need
I'll
to-
do it if
let's
you
catch
ask
up.
me to. But
Well, actually,
also,
I don't have a mirror. Who's the best person here suited to do it for me?
do you want to turn the webcam on the laptop? Like, if you go
I
to the
guess I
camera
can
app.
do, yeah.
You just literally Windows key camera, and a camera will turn on.
Thank you, Anne and Graham.
It
You're
might not
the
be very
best.
good. Hey everyone.
Sorry, just to let you know, Anne and Graham once paid me for a D&D game in taking me on holiday with the Bunces, which was amazing. Sorry, with Laura's family. It was amazing. It was so lovely.
£30
So
and
good.
31 pence.
£30, 31
Oh.
pence left to go.
£30
£30,
and 31 pence.
31 pence. That's all we need to meet our
Guys,
goal.
that's a single.
I know.
That's like a coffee and a sandwich at Starbucks. Come on.
You're right. You're right.
But do they want to?
Oh, a really good point.
Some.
Yes, agreed, Koto. £30.30 is the funniest outcome.
Oh no.
The funniest possible
Oh
outcome.
no.
Plus, then once we've shaved it, then you can still donate to Pots UK after the stream. Just
yeah,
saying.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sorry, I'm 100% here as an agent of chaos. Did we not realise this? Jamie, how are you feeling about your beard going?
It's going to be weird. I'm going to be cold, I think, for the most part. I think I'm going to be mostly cold for a month. And then we're all going to have to live through the patchy beard period. That's going to be a period of time. At the moment, I don't think much about anything because I'm incredibly tired.
Really? No, I
I think-
slept well.
Oh, sorry to hear it, man.
You haven't slept well. You haven't slept.
One or the other.
Well, he hasn't slept.
I don't really remember very much. We do actually have some little bits to do before I
Still
before
got to
we
draw on
actually
each other.
finish.
And
So should we do some of these things? Yes. So tattoos. We need Jonas another JoJo themed tattoo.
yeah, so you got to draw something JoJo on me. Good luck.
I don't even know what that. I don't. Okay.
You can just write the word JoJo on me if you want.
Yeah.
You don't know JoJo, so just write JoJo. Oh, it broke.
30 pounds.
Oh, who did that?
Ray.
Who's toying with me?
Oh, Ray. Incredible.
Ray.
work.
Ray.
Oh my
Absolutely
God.
Incredible work.
So we're at 299.69.
Can someone please donate?
Thank you, Ray.
299,969.
Yeah.
Just like £1. Is that, not even that. 31p. If someone donates just 31 pence,
31
funniest.
31 pence is all I need to save my haircut. I am now pleading with you. Please.
I'm once again asking for your hair
I'm
related.
once again
Your 31
asking for
pence.
31 pence. I bet you everyone's gonna donate like 1p, 1p, 1p,
I don't know
1
what
penny,
the minimum
1
is that you
penny.
can donate
There might
on.
be a £2
Stand. Yeah, good. Okay. I have to do. What's a dodecahedron? Like, what does it look like?
It's like a D20, isn't
I
it?
say guess.
Oh, okay. It's a D20. It's a D20. Right. Oh man, how do you fucking do a
There you go.
D20? I know, but how do you fucking draw that, right?
Oh, that's not my problem.
It's funny because it's so close to the goal. The bar actually says 100%.
This is so funny. This is so funny.
That's a dodecahedron. That's a dice.
What the fuck is that?
Well, there's a shape, all right. I'm not
looks-
an artist.
It looks like
As
a
we
sewer
established
bridge
in the
Tower of
challenge.
London. Robert Ask was tied to this, leading the Pence revolt. I thought we were very
I think we could run right up to the minute and then just shave his head as like the last thing that happens on
I
the
mean-
stream.
Cut to black as the clip touches my forehead.
Feetzy
Thank
has
you.
donated £2, which means
Oh.
we have officially.
Oh.
And as you did that, the camera died. Oh, the phone side.
Switch hands.
Oh, incredible work. Incredible work.
Amazing. All right. Yeah. Have you swapped to the close cam? Amazing. Amazing. The camera rioted.
That's all good. Shall I shuffle?
Oh my god, I'm
Sure.
running
It's all
upstairs.
good. It's all good. Please do.
Thank you very much.
Put whatever you want in place.
You made it at the last minute.
Right, I wouldn't usually ask this because it's for charity, but we need to undonate £2.
Also, glitch on the system.
I'm
sorry,
kidding.
James,
I'm
we're
kidding.
We're actually 29999.
So
Various smart Alex in the chat are now asking what's the next goal.
I mean,
Egg cracking at 4.
Egg cracking
Yeah,
at £4,000. Yeah,
egg
if we
cracking
make it,
4 eggs
a
on my
grand,
head.
like,
4 grand.
30 minutes.
Cat Bailey donated £10. Thank you so much.
I'm afraid the precisely £3,000 rule was made up just by you.
if we get just 3 eggs on Jamie from Koto.
No. It's £4,000 for 4 eggs. That's what we agreed.
Well,
Yeah, you guys
Gaston
are acting
would
like
have.
there's not logic to this.
Gaston would
we had
absolutely
a
clean
prolonged
up in this economy.
conversation where we worked out how many eggs would be the right amount of eggs, and then how much that would be worth. And we came to the agreement that 3 eggs is not enough. 4 eggs is the only right amount, and
Yes.
£1,000 an egg is only reasonable.
What are you thinking? 4,000.
We have to change what the actual setting is on there.
1,000
Um,
We've got an influx of Grahams. That's excellent. Nutris partner is
what we
Graham.
can do
We've got
is just
absolutely
move
legendary
this
Graham.
guy over here.
Got all sorts of Grahams.
Let's move this out of the way.
Ooh, hello, it's me. Hi everybody. Don't worry, I didn't leave. I'm still here. M&SX. Thanks, Ray. That's great. Hi everybody. Welcome to Jamie and Jonas's 24-hour stream. We've
Hold on, they
made
both
it.
went off stream. They've managed not to do that for the entire.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah, but you went off screen.
Yeah.
If you look really closely in my glasses, you'll be able to see the reflection of Jamie, so it's fine.
Is this the shavening?
It's beginning. Oh, you look so kawaii.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
cute.
All right. I think Jonas is upstairs getting changed.
believe her.
But I guess this is it.
Are we
It's
ready?
time for the beard to go.
Oh, here we
yeah.
go.
Fuck yeah! Yeah!
All right. Woo! Oh, we can't see anything anymore.
Do you have a mirror? Do you need a mirror?
Got a laptop.
Oh,
now.
good. Okay. All right.
Right.
All right.
Okay. So Cat Bailey has donated 10 more pounds.
That's brilliant.
Right. Okay. It's time for me to shave this beard. I probably won't do the best job in the world. I'll basically get most of it off, and then later on I'll do the actual full clean shaving with a razor. But this is the symbolic part that shows that I'm committing to do it. And I intend, I'm a lazy bastard, so but I will do my best to keep myself clean shaven for the month of July. And then after that, we'll go through the ugly prepubescent stage where it all grows back in patchiness. And I'll have to keep it sort of trimmed at various lengths until it comes back to normal. But here we
Jamie, are
go.
you going to take yourself through various types of facial hair?
I've never seen Jamie clean shaven.
Or are you just going?
I
Are you
can
going
do
to
that. I can do
go,
that.
like, take the sides goatee or go mutton chops?
So actually, why not we can all play around. What kind of facial hair do you want me to what processes do you want me to go
You have
through?
stripes.
I want,
Well,
I want handlebar mustache.
Handlebar.
Yeah.
So I can't really do handlebar mustache because my beard doesn't actually really connect.
Oh,
I've got
okay,
a weird
yeah.
gap here.
Mutton chops.
Bear in mind
Mutton
that,
chops.
whoever, like, we have to sort of go down. Like
Hmm.
it's like chiseling marble. We can't start with the smallest one and then go back. So what's the biggest beard style you want?
I mean, mutton chops would require the removal of the moustache and the central bit. So it seems either we go central or we go sidelines.
Also, there is another option which I've done in the past, which is shave just one half. So you get a two-face like
Ooh.
this.
Yeah.
That's a fun look for a bit.
That's pretty fun. What do we think, chat?
Porn stash. You just want it with
Oh,
the
it's split.
You just want it with the moustache.
I'm safe.
Thick sideburns. All right.
I can feel
Do
the
a
relief.
do
It's
a
palpable
poll.
coming off
Oh, yeah,
Jonas.
of course.
Just moustache or just sideburns or two-face.
Mutton chops, mutton chops.
Half face.
Can you
Yeah,
go?
half
Can you
face.
go two face, face and head.
I got Schler, by the way. as
Half-
well,
Oh, amazing! Thank
half
you.
egg head on top as well. So it's full.
Put a little egg.
Half egg, half man.
Shave a little egg.
We did say that for 10 grand I would shave my head, but I
Shave
don't
your
think
head.
we're reaching 10 grand.
For 5 grand, we'll shave
Alright.
half your head.
Yeah. Hold on, you've been free from shaving your
Uh,
heir for about 11
yeah,
minutes,
no, I
and you're
can't-
immediately
I
like,
can't.
Jamie, get the hair off.
No, I can't.
This
Mum.
was amazing. This is
It's-
so much fun, everybody.
Guys, it's so fucked up that we achieved this in the best way.
I like we've had a lot going on. I'm sure that some donation incentives will get left by the wayside, and I'm really sorry for that if that happens. But I hope you all had a wonderful time, and I hope you all you know got as much as you could out of doing this. We really appreciate all of you donating, because this is the cause that really matters to me and to a lot of us. And you've just all been amazing. I'm so tired, and I'm finding it very hard to form sentences like in advance. But I'm getting there. I guess I'll do all the thank yous and everything before we completely get carried away with drinking champagne. So thank you obviously to our wonderful tech crew, Laura and Maddie and Fairy and Mary in the end. All of you have been absolutely wonderful, keeping us going throughout the whole thing. There's been all sorts of chaos going on, and you've seen the barest amount of it on stream. Just the stuff that we intended to show you, and a little bit more. Thank you to all of our guests who were all amazing. They're all up there on that list, so I'll read them off there. We had His Cursedness come join us right at the beginning, Ray of Swords, Geeks on the Go. What, sir?
Your mic is really far away.
Damn it. We've had His Cursedness, Ray of Swords, Geeks on the Go, DJ Nerd, Gender Meowster, Rooster Raccoon, Sylvie the Bunny, and of course Vicky, and Joe, of course, Joe Lindo in the middle of the night. You've all been absolutely wonderful, and you've all brought something amazing and unique. I mean, this was the most unique RPG setting I feel like I've had in a long time. Yeah, and thank you most of all to Jonas, because without you, this absolutely would never have happened. Basically, I said, I'm going to do this, and I'd really like you to do it with me, because it's not going to happen otherwise. And you went, okay. And you just basically rolled with everything up until this point. And that's really great. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Jamie.
We have a winner.
And-
The
and
Two-Face
Everyone,
is the way to go.
We're going Two-Face.
sorry, congratulations to Two-Face. But also, while you were doing the thanks, I mean, I think we all agreed that this wouldn't have happened without you. Now shave that fucking beard.
All right. That's great.
Oh, here
It's
we
actually
go.
really hard to see on this camera.
It's been an honor to spend 24 hours, more than 24 hours, because I got here quite early.
There it goes, yeah. There it
It's
goes.
been an absolute honor to spend the last 28 hours in this room, with all and some of you.
Oh,
Yeah, although
no.
that's deep glitter.
That's not fair.
Yeah,
glittery
your
cute.
stubble is glitter.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You've just got blue stubble. We should be recording or getting pictures of some of this.
People will absolutely clip this. This camera's not great, so it's not going to look amazing, or I'm not going to have a really good idea of.
It's just amazing how much of the blue it's revealing.
I know.
Oh,
right?
I got deep in there when I did the second layer.
Mm,
I went to pause, you know.
yeah.
I went into the pause.
Mm.
Oh man,
I mean, this is.
it's
Okay.
There he is.
it's
Two-Face Jamie.
Jamie. Can I see you?
It's not.
Yeah. You're you're
Did
you're a
everyone hear
beautiful
that? Laura
boy.
just went, "Oh no!"
Can I get? I'll get close up to the camera.
Oh,
You guys can see what this
You
looks
you
like.
turn 31 and get ID'd.
Yeah.
Shall I?
Can-
I'm gonna pop a
can you
bottle.
guys-
Ooh.
Careful with the table.
Oh, not easily. Can you see that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
Beautiful.
The man.
Making it look not so bad. Also, this is like hanging out. Like,
Yeah.
Nibble.
Yeah. It's gonna fully go.
It's beautiful. That like duality
No,
could be
actually,
the
I feel like this
poster of a
two-face
Fringe
should
show.
stay now.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, this child.
Right, there we go.
Only half a child. Yeah.
the pink is just as good.
Ooh. I mean, this is great. Goodbye, Jamie's beard.
Goodbye, Jamie's beard. It's okay. There's 2 lesbian ex-brides of Henry VIII to make sure this child gets into no mischief.
You think that they would be a good influence, sorry? Jen and
Yeah.
Trish? Who spent 2 hours of their 12-hour escape banging in a passageway? Okay.
That's the reason we ran out of time, yeah.
Oh, hey, Ed.
Schler.
Thank
There
you,
we
man.
go.
Nice to see you. There we go. Oh, it's like the Jamie of old.
The Jamie of Young.
The Jamie of young, yeah.
Directly under the middle.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like the
There
soul
we go.
patch. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Mike.
That's all right, Jonas.
I was pouring a Schler, I'm assuming that's what you'd
Alright.
like.
Oh, thank you
I
so
will
much.
probably
Yes, it
go over
is.
that with a razor and
Thanks,
I'll get it
Jonas.
properly clean. I know it probably looks really messy right now.
It's all right. Yeah,
The
let's
children are screaming.
I mean, it's very difficult to tell if it looks messy. It's
Yeah.
so shiny.
There you go.
Hey.
Cut. Yeah, the lighting could be better. but-
Hug says he is very smooth, Pikachu.
Can you take a selfie?
Yeah. Oh god.
So all the moments that
Cool.
Jamie
It
was
looks
sat,
like I've got like metal in my face.
all the moments Jamie was sat at the front, it looked like you were
3
going to give a
years.
poster for a theatre show. It's like my experiences.
Right, I'll be back in a moment, and I'm just gonna go get changed, and then let's have a drink.
Yeah.
The ceremony begins.
Bow, bow, bow.
Oh, what was the rule? Did you have a rule for your segment, or did we just get on with it?
Well, no, we didn't have a rule.
Did you know about the city rules?
I was there last night when you guys were doing the accents, which was incredible.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for there to be a
You did
rule.
not make it through the one where you didn't say each other's names.
Oh,
You
that's
just be up there having a cold shower for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I didn't notice myself saying Jamie's name, but I
It
didn't.
was at the end when you guys were like closing out.
Oh well,
It was
that's
just gone.
by that
Nice.
point the rules just don't matter anymore.
Do we want a rule? I can absolutely have a rule, which is no
I'll
beards,
segment
and we've
No beards. No beards. No
No
beards. No
no
beards.
beards, no
No
beards,
beards.
There is.
No hair.
no go tell that's
Uh,
rule.
everybody lines up.
No beards. This is a lesbian pride moment. No beards. Yeah, I couldn't resist the pun. Come on now. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Hey! Oh, masterfully done.
Yay!
Just
Can I help at all?
Well, pick up glasses and just start pouring a bit.
Nice. I'm just going to sit here like I've done all the hard work.
Not a skill set.
It's really, really fun.
You've all worked in the industry.
This is great stuff. Also, I'm getting an incredible sight right now, which is everyone dressed so fancy, including Fairy in what I can only describe as a James Bond style look.
Yes.
So
Are you going to
look
do
forward-
the reveal?
It is missing. It is missing a button.
That's why you got
I
stand.
know it's missing a
stand with
button.
your hands
I
on
don't
your-
have to know.
I couldn't be bothered to change trousers so you can see. I was just like, I want to just put the shirt and the jacket on.
Mm.
Full hole.
That's
Yeah.
all I want.
I was very concerned with the amount of crushed velvet in this outfit, and remembering last night when you guys were just saying, it's so hot, I need to be in shorts, it's so hot. But you know what, it's fine if you just stop being in touch with your body. If you just stop feeling, you're fine. It's
Shut
fine.
the cat away in order for ventilation.
Yes, that seems to have made a real difference. It's much better.
I guess we could free throw this point.
Yeah.
Add to the chaos.
Just you guys celebrating.
Off,
Yeah,
that
she's
would.
been jumping around this room trying to almost.
Oh, they were
jump in
definitely-
one box and stuff.
But we had some moths
I mean,
join
she
us
was
last
jumping
night.
up onto here.
Yeah, she balanced
From
on the roof.
from here, she'll jump up and land here.
She's
to try and chase
amazing.
them off, which was there.
I love her. She's
I'm realizing
amazing.
that as a very sleep deprived person, I'm like actually really aware that my hand-eye coordination and like motor functions are not peak.
There's
He's
not
actually
You're
been
doing
missing
great
the
work,
classes the
Isaac.
entire time. Just not.
I could have been healthy at any point, but
Nah.
we
Don't.
I'm quite
Chat.
tired.
Can I
I've
just
run a
check
whole
in
game.
with? Can I just check in with chat? By the way, how are we doing, chat? You've all been.
need it for 90 more minutes.
Well,
Ch-
it's
Oh,
hard
chat.
to-
How are you doing? By the way, we've obviously just ignored you because we've all been going crazy about Jamie shaving and the fact that I don't have to lose my dreads, but now I have to keep my dreads for the next 3 years, which is like it's a different thing. I had genuinely thought for the last few years like I'm gonna go get a high top fade. Like, I'm gonna go back to like a nice afro that's like short on the sides and high on the top. You know, the Carlton look from Fresh Prince. And nope. It is now the century, the decade of the dread.
You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
have buyer's remorse.
No. But it's just so funny how it turned around. And when pushed against the clock, I was like, no, I don't want it to happen. So thanks to everyone for getting us there.
It's like that thought experiment of saying if you want to make a decision, flip a coin.
Flip a coin, and if you're disappointed by the result, you definitely wanted to do the other thing. Yeah. It's really good.
So there we go. We know.
Yeah. So thanks to everyone in chat, and holy shit, 3,000. £3,000.
£3,000 is so
By the
much
way, in
money.
3 years, we're currently a drove.
All right.
The next 24-hour podcast.
I'll have set up the defences. We raised £3,000. That's so fucking crazy.
Oh, here he is.
Oh,
Hello, everybody.
you're a little soft boy.
Little soft boy. I'm a soft boy. All right. Well, with 17 minutes to go, I think that's basically it. I think that.
Your mic.
Oh,
Your
yeah,
mic.
of course, my mic. That's basically it.
How
I
we
think that we're all done. So I guess anyone who wants to come try and find a space in front of the cameras and come grab a glass of
I'm going to stand at the back.
champagne or Schlur or whatever.
Yeah. There's...
Okay.
Away from
I'm
glitter.
not sure you can get out of that.
What?
You
Find a big slink in here.
It's got this little gap here. Look.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
yep, yep,
I'm
yep,
actually-
yep,
I'm
yep.
actually, it's not actually that wide.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
You
sit
don't
up
make
here.
it- You don't make the
No.
cut.
And
You
you
can
can
climb over the back of the sofa.
I do.
Do you want a beverage?
Yes, please. A beverage.
Daddy.
Thank you very much. Mary.
I'm cat.
You're more than welcome to join Mary. Come find a place to.
The
I'm not
blinds are
cat.
going to come
I'm
down.
not a cat.
Ben, if you break an
Mary,
arm with
this
17
one
minutes
here.
left to go.
I'm making room for you.
And they didn't realise how much crap there was behind this sofa. It's covering up a lot of
If you
shit.
put your trousers, this will be.
Yeah, the
Right, they are.
Step on everybody, you'll be scared.
Oh, no, you're right.
It's
you're
fine,
right.
it's fine. You're okay, you're okay.
You're in a bunting cage now.
Climb in.
Behind me.
Oh,
Oh,
what's?
Hello.
wait for you.
Yes.
Oh my lord.
Well,
Right.
we still have to survive this last 16 minutes.
Strap in, everyone.
Yeah.
I'll have this up just in case anyone. So, thank you for joining us, everybody. This has been absolutely amazing. You can still donate. You can. Sorry for anyone that we didn't get any kind of that we didn't do various incentives that we intended to do for you. As you can imagine, this has been incredibly hectic, and I'm sorry if we didn't get to any of them. But you're safe in the knowledge that we've donated just a shitload of money to Pots UK, which was, we didn't think that we were going to meet our £1,000 goal, and we've gone over £3,000. That's just so crazy. That's absolute. We just couldn't imagine that happening. So thank you so much for doing that. You can still donate like now, but also after the stream is over. We're going to leave up the Just Giving page for a few days until we actually probably shut it down. A sing song for Rick. Still got 15 minutes to sneak it in. I mean, we can do. What should we do a sing song
A
on?
non-copyrighted song.
Oh, you just want to pick
I
an
had
existing.
an idea.
Should we-
I had an idea for this one.
Okay,
I
all right.
just posted this actually. You need to come up with a tribute to this stream,
24 hours.
To the 24
hour
hour
stream.
stream.
to
All right,
a
is it-
tune of. I had 3 songs in mind for this.
Yeah.
It was either going to be Tribute by Tenacious D,
Oh,
Gay Bar by Electric Six, or Don't Stop Me Now by Queen.
A tribute would be good because it could be "This is not a podcast," because it's not really.
This is
Well,
not a podcast.
But also, that was the easiest one, though.
Yeah, well, we're going for the easiest one. Thank you as well for the birthday wishes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to be 31 tomorrow, and I'm going to
Happy
spend a lot of
birthday
it
tomorrow,
sleeping,
Jamie.
I imagine.
Yeah.
And then
Uh,
brunch.
and then brunch.
Yeah,
Yes,
we'll do
we're
a bit of
gonna
a
have
brunch. Brunch time.
Tell you what. Next time Rick's in a stream with us, we'll come up with a tune for Rick, because I don't think Rick is around at the moment anyway. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us, and sorry we didn't get to certain intentions that we didn't, but it's, you know, just the fact that you've all donated and helped us with this has been really, really great. So everybody, cheers, and what a wonderful podcast.
Cheers.
Cheers everybody.
Cheers, everyone in this general sphere.
Oh.
Cheers,
Ah.
and cheers. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers,
Oh my
everyone.
Lord.
So I'm the one who
And
gets to take
cheers
home
to you, chat.
and
Jesus
cheers
Christ.
to you.
Good chats.
The chat.
Everyone do the
Very,
Gatsby
very
thing.
generous
Yeah.
chat. Yeah.
Yeah, this has been wild. I get to take her home. I say I get to take home. I live here, but I also bought it. But I won all of the winner trophies.
Just you wait till head-to-head starts up.
Just you start destroying me at fighting games.
I
week
Street
after
Fighter
week after
6,
week.
baby.
Yeah. Well, you have to rely on me actually having to buy Street Fighter 6. I'm not going to buy Street Fighter 6 just to get destroyed by you on 1 week.
Not if I find a way to let you play remotely.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, we are celebrating, but we do actually have 13 minutes to go. We do actually have to make it to the zero. To the,
Yeah.
to the-
Well, I mean, what
What do
could
we-
possibly go wrong between
do we-
now and
that's
the
what
stream
Blackout
collapses?
Yeah.
Should we eat the cupcakes? Is that a
Do you-
good idea?
Yeah.
Do you want the cupcakes? I
You
need
can bring the
cupcakes.
cupcakes in.
We can bring the cupcakes.
Well,
A little
we-
celebratory.
We could eat the
sugar
5 large
burst.
sausages that I also got.
No, I'll be honest
Thank
with
you
you.
for bringing us
Vicky,
such a feast.
Amen.
Yeah.
Now that the podcast is over and my anxiety is going to drop, I'm going to be fucking hungry.
Yeah.
I have eaten
Right.
barely anything in the past 2 days,
My dude.
and I'm going to eat.
Good. That's my main contribution. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of them are mainly fondant.
Yeah, but that's
Sounds
that's
great.
what you want. I kind of used it mostly like plasticine as a
Yeah,
as a
me
as
too.
a
Look
thing.
at that
Yeah.
duck. It's really
Yeah.
sad.
Oh my goodness.
Did you like do some shading on the duck? On the
Yeah, I
back?
tried to mix the red and the orange
Amazing.
to make red and yellow to make
Still
orange.
take us 24-hour head-to-head when.
Oh my
God,
fucking
can you
god!
imagine.
I'd kill you because
Because
you'd beat me.
It would have to be in separate houses.
I would.
Yeah.
All it would take is like
Okay,
1
wench.
hour of me losing at something, and I would be inconsolable and like irrecoverable.
Also, you tried me taking head to head and I just wanted to vomit.
Oh yeah, we couldn't play any. Basically, well, we'd have to get Maddie back in to help with the tech,
Yeah.
because
too
basically any
free for
game that
me.
makes Laura vomit, then we just bring in Maddie to help out with that.
How's the glucose, Janet? It's a bit high. I'm gonna deal with it later.
DJ Nerd in total donated £560.
That's
That is
amazing.
amazing.
Such a huge
Uh,
amount of money.
Thank you so I mean, thank you so much to the people. I mean, everyone who donated, but in particular the people who donated just incredible amounts of money. You know, this is one of the best things about like streaming with this kind of community is that everyone, you know, we were talking about it with Gender Meowster earlier, but people are really willing to give to good causes, and you know, we're going to pay it back in the future. I will definitely donate to things like this in the future myself, but we're just really happy that all of you came and joined us. Yeah.
So I want a cupcake.
Who wants a cupcake?
I want my green smiley face
Yeah, I
because
thought
it's
you
going to be
would.
the easiest to eat.
I'll go with
And he's a baby. He's a sweet little baby boy, and I'm gonna devour him.
Drink face.
I don't want my face.
Like,
I'll go with the Diglett.
Diglett.
I made the
Oh, that's
Bulbasaur.
what it is.
I
I'm
have
eating
the
a
Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
You want to eat Bulbasaur?
Is that the green flat
That
one?
is
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I hope I got
the
a
one that looks like
picture.
Bulbasaur.
Wait, I wasn't
Oh,
above it, so I could... It's really cute.
That is the best Bulbasaur.
It's a great
I've ever
Bulbasaur,
seen.
to be fair.
Have we?
What's the, like,
I
yellow
know
one?
there's
What's
a
that supposed to
Bulbasaur
be,
lover
Maddie?
in chat, but
The
I don't know if it's
horrifying
too
yellow
late to
one in
show
front
off
of
the
duck.
This
Well,
one
it's
here.
supposed to
cupcake.
be that trophy.
Oh, great. Well,
we have a-
as a winner, I'll take that.
I am the winner.
Thank
so
you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, oh, okay, I see it now. It does suitably look like a cross, which I feel like kind of.
It's supposed to be the statue.
I choose to
DJ
interpret it as a representation of my
was-
game
Yeah,
about the
someone that
Reformation.
could get
My entirely
that
historical
haircut
representation
for
of the
charity.
Reformation.
Like,
DJ, hit me up in 3 years. 3 years today, baby.
DJ should be the one to do it.
3 days today. Let's sit down and I'll give you a blade. I'll close my eyes.
What
Yeah.
kind of blade? We'll decide at the time.
Whatever we find.
Whatever's to hand.
Whatever's lying around.
Thank you, Ray. Well, so it is worth talking about. Obviously, we haven't made any actual plans, but this went really well, and a large chunk of it was pretty much like just making things up on the fly over the. Well, not making things up on the fly because we didn't make up much on the day, but like really working things out over the past couple of weeks. I mean, the camera that we used for all the wide shots, which died at the end of the stream, was basically a last second innovation from Maddie. But we've learned so much. And it's definitely something that we could do again. I don't know if it'll be a yearly thing, but it might be nice if we can do something like this. I also don't know if it'll be 24 hours, but we'll see. You know, because
We survived.
this was
It's been fun.
absolutely possible.
72 next time.
You're alive.
I mean, it could be
Keep
20.
adding on the hours.
I'm having a war flashbacks.
But you know, there's lots of things that people asked to do, and we said we can't do that because this is the first time, and we want to make sure everything works, and we don't want to go too far out there. And lean into the mic. Okay, I'll pull it back over me.
You guys
Which is the
don't know
actual
how much Jamie was fussing over the distance that mics had to be from people's faces.
the
Yeah.
icing cheese
I've-
pull on this. I just want to show everybody.
Stretchy icing.
Ugh.
Yeah, goopy.
You can come teach us crochet at 2 a.m. Well, so this
Oh,
is the
great.
thing is, I think that like there's a lot of things that people wanted to do or like came up with ideas for that we just couldn't do because of technical concerns and stuff like that. But we live, we learn. I think we're going to spend the next year looking at like how to do board game streams, and a lot of that stuff will pass into how to do this kind of stuff. And potentially next year or the year after, or even the year after that, we'll be back with some other big scale thing, because everyone really just showed up and did stuff, and that was really, really cool. I think one of the interesting things was that basically every guest could have gone on longer than an hour. The only person who really hit their mark was Rusa. Like Rusa's basically finished like 5 minutes before the end of her segment. She was bang on. She was bang on.
To be fair though, how much lesbian sex in a passageway
Oh,
did Rusa
I'm
have?
not blaming anyone. We had a great time with everyone.
Little to none, actually.
Oh well, then in that case, was it really a segment?
And actually, a lot of the segments we
Okay.
absolutely
Love, love,
could have
love.
carried on with. We absolutely could have done more with. Like
only love, Rusa. Only love.
Sylvie had seemed to have prepared about 6 hours of content. like Geeks on the Go had like 2 more rounds left in the quiz. Like it was excellent. But like, you know, everyone was really, really great. I had a really good time with everyone. And actually, it was one of those things where when we had moments where like we were just going through incentives and we weren't doing like a game or something, and I really started to feel flagging. And then a guest would come in, and I just feel so much better. Immediately, I'd feel so much better, and that hour would just immediately pass. I mean, genuinely, when you came in, my immediate thought when I heard you come in and you were sort of rustling out, I was like, I just don't have the energy for this. And soon you came in with the most energy anyone has ever come into a room, and like as soon as like, oh, I'm fully awake. Like,
great. You're great.
I was like, I'm gonna need to get a coffee for this one. 'cause
Yeah.
I know exactly what Vicky's gonna be when she comes in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to have
Vicky
energy.
knew the brief on that one, which was make these very tired people energetic again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only way to do that is by coming in with an unapologetic and unflinching high status character and making you move lots and lots.
you
But it was
guys,
really fun.
would we do a song reaction? I'm afraid not. We're 6 minutes away from finishing the
A
stream.
24-hour podcast.
For finishing, we have been awake for well more than 24 hours because we had to get up before the stream started.
And we can't make the sound come to us right now.
Yeah, there's and so many other reasons we can't do that.
Sound can't come to our ears.
Thanks, Master. That's really kind.
Yeah, no, Vicky, you were
That's so
amazing.
lovely.
And
Thank
for anyone
you.
who wants to see more of Vicky, obviously you've got all the things you talked about earlier, but also we've booked you in for a week of streams for Mask
Which
of the
has
Rose.
been in the diary for like
Um,
6 months.
I think we're, I don't know if we mentioned, but we've had to strip you of the Friday because a
Ah.
friend is coming to visit. But
Fine.
the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of that week will all be dedicated to Mask of the Rose streams, so you can come back and join Vicky for that. And I always have in the back of my head the idea of doing something like Skyfair again.
Yeah, that'd be
The
fun.
problem is obviously getting everyone together at the same time, but there is a possibility that we do more like RPG stuff at some point in the future.
I mean, I would love to bring the system back in a way that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
See you put 15 points into hotness every time.
You came in, you said you can do anything you want, and I
Yeah.
went, well, I'm absolutely doing anything. And the moment that I had one in each box, and you said, that's your health, I thought, am I allowed to re-roll a character in this system, or do I just die and watch Jonas play this game now?
As I was designing that, I was like, I don't know which one of them is going to, but one of the two is going to put a stupid number in this box. Should I put a limit? And then I went, no. Let
the chaos unfold.
let the chaos reign, baby.
If you get it in a it would have been fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
Also,
kept on, like he had to justify everything. Yeah.
they were
Kota says Luke just landed in Singapore and tweeted, "Did I miss anything? He wants to talk."
Get him in. We've got
Very
4
late.
minutes. Tweet him. Get him in.
It was 24 whole hours.
Yeah.
If he has
Which
time,
were known in advance.
Yeah.
if he has time to tweet, he has time to boot up the stream.
Yeah.
Zero sympathy here.
Especially with the way that Twitter is right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're the most reliable platform in the planet, apparently.
Yeah,
Probably are,
if
actually.
you want to send a message, tell us. We'll act like Twitter. We'll just
Yeah.
announce it, and then you can.
Interesting timing of
Screen
Twitter to have imploded just as we press play as
Basically,
Jamie.
it was when we went live.
Do you want me to retweet anything?
Yeah.
Just type, what do you want me to retweet?
Going live 24-hour podcast. It's going to be real fun. We're starting at 3 p.m. BST on Saturday.
Right now.
Going live, 24-hour podcast. We're going to be going live 3 p.m. BST, something. Better than Twitter. Better than Twitter.
I'm beautiful lady, lonely. Can you help me?
Well, lonely. Can you help me?
Send $300 US. $300 US. You'll like it. I'm lonely. You want to see my pics? Click this link.
I was
JTTG replied, really, Vicky?
I'll get you someday, JTT.
I got a like account from a Twitter bot the other day. That their account was called Free Grant Money.
Oh, yeah.
And the banner image was just free money and then a bunch of dollars all over the place, and then their location was free money, and they were like free money from the government. Like, I was like, this seems legit.
I
This-
believe them.
free money from the government.
To
Amazing.
be fair, grant money should never have been imprisoned, and we should work towards an eventual release.
I like his cursiveness just put in chat. I don't think you want to read out what I tweet. No, his cursiveness. Koto's in chat. You're fine.
Luke wanted to be in chat. You're fine.
Oh yes, and if Luke were in chat.
Yeah, Luke wants us to be Twitter. You're okay.
Mm.
So we've got 2 minutes left.
2
I'm going to do
minutes.
some shameless self-promoting.
Do it.
If you're new to the channel, if you've not seen us before,
That's hard to do in the
Um,
end, yeah.
normally
I can't.
we're variety streamers. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. we stream on this channel. Mostly it's video. Normally it's video games. It's odd for us to do an entire thing where we don't play any video games at all, but that's what we do. And actually, most of the people here are involved in some way at some time, a lot of the time. So you'll be hearing their voices and seeing us play around. And yeah, next week we'll be back to basically normal. But the reason it's called 24-hour pod, despite the fact that it's clearly not a podcast, is that Jonas and I do a media review podcast called the Bunyip Review, and you can find that on all good podcast services. So yeah, if you like this, if you enjoyed this, come join us for more in the future. It's been really lovely having you around.
You can also, if moved to do so, continue to donate to Bots UK.
Yes.
If you still want to, that would be absolutely lovely. But amazing work getting to $3,000. That's just incredible.
Our donation page will stay up for a few days after this, but obviously you can just donate to them directly as well. They're an excellent charity, and we're really proud to have done this and got them this money. Yeah, they're a small charity, so this is going to make a massive difference. So yeah, we are 45 seconds away from the ending.
Jamie, quick, what was your favourite bit? What was your favourite bit of the 24-hour
My
podcast?
favourite bit. Oh God.
Mike in face, quick.
Uh,
Mike in face, quick.
Mike in face. I can't think. Well, I don't want to prioritize any guests over anyone else.
Fair.
But Vicky, your bit was really, really, really great.
I'll pay you later. Thank you. Jonas, what was your favourite bit of the 24-hour pod?
You project.
My favorite bit of the 24-hour podcast.
Not having to shave your hair.
I think it might have been us like writing one of our songs, like our first hit song, because I don't know, I think we did a good job. I'm
We
proud
did.
of us.
Finish.
We finished.
We're done!
Yes! Congratulations. We'll see
Well
you
done.
next week if you come to see our normal shit. Bye. See you later. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.